the last 9 days, they've battled, fought hard, made fantastic shots, and now the hard work has paid off. It is the final of the Scotties from Red Deer.
They have both earned the right to be here and now have a chance to win the national title. However, at different times along the way, it seemed neither Kelly Scott or Heather Nedohin would be taking the ice this afternoon. Team BC faced many obstacles through the week. They've managed to overcome all of them. And Team Alberta barely survived the semifinal against Manitoba in one of the most dramatic finishes we've ever seen. Now, just one game remains. Can Team Alberta refocus and ride that wave of hometown support all the way to the gold medal? Or will the name Scott be written on the trophy one more time? Alberta, British Columbia, it's all on the line at the Scotties.
What a fantastic week we've had here at the NMAX Centrium. So many great games, so many great shots, and finally we're down to 2. It's the final of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. And they don't call it the Scotties Tournament of Hearts for nothing, because there was about 6,000 hearts that were beating rapidly on this shot. In the semifinal yesterday, Alberta, Manitoba, they needed extra ends. Final stone for Heather Nedohin, needing the 4-foot. You know, I thought about Cheryl Bernard in the Olympic curling trials in Edmonton a few years ago. They didn't put a brush to it. Wouldn't sit in time. Caitlin Laws on the brush. Didn't stop. It was so very close. It took 2 measures. The crowd, goosebumps. All eyes on the measurement. Everyone watching the official to see. There was the point. The crowd went wild. However, Caitlin Laws says it was too close to call. We have to measure it one more time. So once again, a second look. And when all was said and done, a second cheer. It was indeed Team Alberta advancing to today's final against BC. Now earlier today, disappointment for Team Quebec as they lost that bronze medal game to Manitoba. And now today it's all on the line between BC and Alberta. You think it's been loud this week, Red Deer? Listen to that crowd here at the NMAX Centrium. You can tell who's coming in first. The provincial favorites. They've cheered them all week long. Heather Nedohin out of the Saville Sports Center in Edmonton. And there is BC's Kelly Scott, who's also had a fantastic week. It is the final. BC versus Alberta. So glad you're with us on this final Sunday at the Scotties as we bring you inside the NMAX Centrium. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Mudrick, and once again, Heather Nedohin back on the national stage. It was 1998. She won a national championship as a third with Kathy King. 1999, they lost in the Scotties final, and now, over a decade later, she is back as a skip, and what a thrill it would be for her to represent her country in Alberta at the World. She will be in tough, though, against BC's Kelly Scott, a 2-time Scotties champion. And what a great story her third has been. Sasha Carter battled the flu all week long. She came back with a vengeance in the 1-2 game, made shot after shot. Both of these teams not shy about putting rocks in play. And how about Heather Nedohin? So much spunk and energy on the ice, and she will be a force to be reckoned with as well. With much more in the game, up to the booth, and Vic Ryder.
Hello, Canada. Linda Russ alongside. We're still talking about that dramatic measurement last night, giving Alberta the win over Manitoba. Heather Nedohin, Linda says she slept just fine, but my, is she emotional. Sometimes, though, those emotions have to be reined in.
Well, we have 2 very different skips, 2 very different leaders in this final. And if you talk about Heather Nedohin, she is the emotional one. Now, she loves the big shot, and that excitement makes her better and better. She posted big numbers in the round robin, and in particular in the playoffs. Here's the issues. First of all, that crowd. She's got to keep those emotions in control as they stir her up. She also has to calm herself for the big shot. And, you know, sometimes she lets that strategy get away. That gut instinct pulls her. The team have to pull her back to make the smart choices.
By contrast, Russ, we've got somebody in Kelly Scott who her own coach, Jerry Richard, equates with the great Rick Folk, 2-time Canadian, 2-time world champion. His team would have done anything for him. He had that quiet leadership, and Kelly Scott is much the same.
No kidding. I lost to Rick Folk in the Canadian final right in this building. I know all about his leadership, but Kelly's leadership's a little bit different. That's that sparkling personality, your attitude. It's infectious, and it makes the team a lot calmer, a lot more confident, and Kelly Scott makes her team better.
So it is Kelly Scott and British Columbia against Alberta. Heather Nedohin, the winner, will wear the maple leaf at the Ford Women's Worlds in Lethbridge. Trying to get by the stones at the top of the rings. No, they won't. They're going to kill their own. And now, oh, goodness, what a break. Shooter's going to stay there. What's going to go now? Oh, Sasha Carter. BC Kelly Scott will play for the championship on Sunday.
The 2012 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. The 2012 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by World Financial Group, proud to be a sponsor of the Season of Champions. Your dreams, our strategies. By Roll Up the Rim to Win. It's time for Tim's. And by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Looking for the 4-foot. Needs to stop. Needs to stop. Did it slide too far? You may want to put a stick to it. A measure to see who will play for this year's Scotties title. Not enough. Confirmed. Alberta will play BC for the Scotties title. That's how close it was between being in this game and not for Alberta and Heather Nedohin. And yes, the crowd here, the majority, will be cheering for her, although there is great support for Kelly Scott and the team from Kelowna. Time to meet the teams now that will battle for this championship. It's brought to you by Ford. Drive one.
Hi, I'm Kelly Scott, the skip of Team British Columbia. Our lead is Jackie Armstrong, second is Daleen Sievertson, our third is Sasha Carter, and we curl out of the Kelowna Curling Club.
Hi, I'm Heather Nedohin, skip for Team Alberta. At lead is Lainey Peters, second Jessica Mayer, third Beth Iskew, and we curl out of the Saville Centre in Edmonton.
British Columbia is going to play the Red Stones, and by virtue of their better record, 8-3 to Alberta 7-4, they will have the hammer in this first end of play. Alberta will play the yellow. And to get us underway in this championship game, the 2012 Scotties, the Tournament of Hearts, in Red Deer, this is Lainey Peters.
Both of these teams have had remarkable weeks, have overcome amazing adversity, really. You think about Alberta, 3 early losses, and we really wondered about them and the strategy, Russ. We talked about it. Maybe Heather was getting too complicated.
No question about it. Heather is an amazing curler. She showed it the last 2/3 of this event, but at the start, the shots were just too difficult. She was out skipping herself, in my opinion. It's been a little bit more open. All 4 of them are playing well now, and it's going to be a really good game because BC is on fire also.
For BC, the adversity, we've talked about it many times. You just have to keep saying it's remarkable. Jackie Armstrong has been there every time as lead, but then you had Daleen Sievertson and Sasha Carter and Sherry Fraser the 5th, all swapping around when Sasha got sick. And Sherry Fraser did play 4 games until Sasha could come back because of the flu. This week has been one of the flu, really, Vic.
It really ran through the entire field. Some of the media members, some of the members of the Canadian Curling Association. Carrie Galusha, for example, missed 4 games. The skip from the Northwest Territories, Yukon. In fact, it got so bad, if you haven't been with us, they weren't shaking hands. They were doing fist bumps and elbow bumps and wiping down stones. And sanitizing at every chance and every opportunity. But today it was handshakes all around as we get this game underway.
And come playoff time, we've seen tremendous shot making, and that's what you want to say. For BC, yeah, they are going to be aggressive, but more so with the hammer. And Kelly Scott has been the absolute key to this team throughout it all. She has made the big draws that got them out of trouble, and in some cases, got the steal or the score.
It's a little heavy with line. Just let it keep working. Line's coming in nice. Yeah. Lock it on. Yep, for line. Yep, line. Hard, hard, hard. Far as it'll go. Hard, hard, hard. Go, 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 go. Go, hard, hard, hard. Good shot.
Very nice lineup of stones.
The last two were 5.
One of the things that Heather Nedohin has changed since that early problem in the week, she is aggressive, but she's thought of the bailout points. Survey the house, see how it's going, and get out of trouble if you need it. And her front end is the key. They have in the playoffs been setting up the end so well. Jessica Mayer, terrific play, and that's made the difference.
The game plan is brought to you by World Financial Group. Your dreams, our strategies.
Where is it? 5! 5 for line! Gotta go! 5 for line! Whoa!
Roll off. Whoa. Roll off a little to make sure you're split. That's fine. Nicely done, Jess.
Just a
Lady?
4.
Bit of a draw.
Yeah.
BC taking Red Rocks. They had the choice with the better record and winning the 1-2 game, and they went right back to the red ones they used in the 1-2 game, and how can you blame them? They were flawless in that 1-2 game.
I just like this peel, no?
I don't think we want to run it onto the pile
No,
yet.
I'd rather have that side, I think, though.
Can you get them both?
Yeah, you can. Might come back, though. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Peel.
You go, Darlene.
Yeah. Give it a whirl.
What Kelly's saying is if you do try the double peel and you make it properly, there's a good chance that the yellow one that's being raised first will go right back into the pile, into their own red one, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
We have rookies at second, and Daleen is just out of juniors, so she will also have to settle those emotions.
Sorry, good shot.
It's a great throw, just didn't rush it quite enough for the second peel.
Throw, Daleen.
That's all right, Daleen.
Diagnosing it.
Daleen will throw the second stone, but then hold the brush
Can we roll inside it all?
for Kelly Scott's stones.
It's tight. Okay. Normal.
Hey. What kind of way? Okay, let's go just like we can.
That's pretty straight.
Jessica Mayer, first Scotties for her too.
Hard! Okay. Still close.
That spot that's really, really straight, so they tighten the ice up. Smart thing to do, but there's a point of no return. Once you get to towards that, right to that center line, it grabs that rock, brings it over a little bit of fresh pebble. It was a well-thrown rock, just needed another inch ice.
Are we thinking 14.5 to tee?
Yeah. I'm thinking 4-7.
So here's the in-between shot, and this is when sometimes the ice reading is an issue. It's difficult to know how much more it will curl than those hits, but less than the draws. They're trying to jiggle the stack and get the angles set up differently, favoring BC.
Close for line. Weight's great. Yep. Hard line.
Really hard line.
So Armstrong and Carter on the brush. Looking for a little jiggle, little separation, and they'll get the BC stone to the back edge of the button. British Columbia continues to sit 1. BC does have the last rock here in the first.
They did a good job in one way with the red-yellow combination. The yellow will clear the back red. That was a great move, but it also set up a pretty easy double, a nose hit to take up both reds, and there's a lonely yellow in behind.
Right up. Nice and crisp here. Crisp release. Let's go.
Okay, peel, wait.
And as emotional as Heather Nedohin is, Beth is the calming influence. The person down the hack end saying, maybe we should hit Heather. It's great to watch.
And in Mayer and Peters all week, we've seen a tremendous brushing combination, but they couldn't save it there. And suddenly, instead of 2 reds going, 2 reds are left.
2 rocks in a row that have over-curled down the center line. We've talked all week about how straight it is there, but it is the first end. It is fresh pebble, and you're going to get your maximum amount of curl in the first end.
Too little?
Yeah.
Oh, really? They were talking about a lack of rotation. Now, there is a bit of a difference between the way Beth throws, a little bit softer release. Then you have Sasha Carter, third for BC. And there's the extra pop that she puts on the handle.
Need 8 foot.
Makes such a difference with these rocks.
Line's really running.
T right now.
Back 8 right now. 9.
This is close.
4.
Inside out. And all week, Russ. What have we seen?
We've seen that exact shot right there. It's just hard to believe that when you're going away from the button, it would be that much faster, but it is.
Beth, I'm going to just trust that we got more movement, okay? You threw that fine.
Okay.
Same weight, Peel.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's go, Beth. Right up. Nice clean throw here,
Feeling
Beth.
it again.
Yeah, right up the stick.
Good thing for Heather Nedohin to say to Beth, look, you threw it fine. I'm going to give you a little more ice. It was maybe the ice call rather than her turning it.
Yes, definitely. Good to convey that information, and good to say I'm giving you the same ice so that she doesn't try and do something funny with the handle.
Got it this time. Yeah, give her a second chance. And now the Reds are gone. Boy. Iskew misses her first. Then the throw through by Carter, and now this.
Yeah, what a turnaround. A little adjustment by Heather to make sure that one is made. Beth makes no mistake. The only good thing for BC is the rocks are spread out. There's not a huge risk to continue now. And I'll try and move this and roll over to the edge.
Hurry! 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 Go, go, go! Hard, Daleen! Go, go, go!
And she'll bang it right on the nose. Well, we just heard, and you may have seen that deep breath from Alberta skip Heather Nedohin. Brian, I suspect we're going to see a lot of deep breaths from a very emotional skip.
You know, Vic, if you've been watching her all week long, she's animated, she's full of energy, but she told me she's working really hard, actually, on keeping those emotions in check. When she used to play third, interesting story, she actually wore a heart monitor on her wrist. She wouldn't throw the rock until she knew her heart rate was correct. Now she says she doesn't need that anymore, but she has a routine. And she says it starts right now, like you see her sliding towards the hack. She'll take a breath, talk to a teammate, maybe sometimes grab some water, and tries to do the same thing every time. She has a background in phys ed and sports psychology, and she knows she has to settle herself down for those big moments.
Inside of the 4 foot. I had 8.
Well, we can remember a lot of skips. Colleen Jones, for example, going to the back, bending down, taking the drink, coming out. Marilyn Bodo in her when she was winning championships was always tugging at the tights and as a way of releasing some emotion before throwing. Everyone has their routine.
Yeah, pre-shot routines are very important, and especially to control the emotions.
Go, Jess!
Look at this. Wow.
Nice job.
Came over nicely. Might have been a little extra weight, and understandable when you're throwing your first rock of the first end in the final. And there's the direction of how to take the roll.
Kelly Scott showing no fear here. He's going to try to tuck a piece underneath here, and there's a pretty good chance you'd be facing 4 with her last one. You could play the double, but to be 0 chance to score your 2 points is the only way.
It's also the setup for her last. If you accept that this end hasn't gone well, Alberta have played all sorts of good shots, then you accept that your last one will also be a draw, and this is to make sure you've got that comfort with playing it.
Mine's good. Let it work.
Seen some unbelievable draws out of Kelly Scott, and come around to the button to beat New Brunswick to even get into the 1-2 game. Just a picture-perfect draw.
Bring it over, bring it back!
Right to Becky.
Yeah, Kelly certainly did have the better of Jennifer Jones in their 1-2 game.
Nice
As she draws the tee line in the 8-foot, BC does have the last rock.
They're already.
Oh, where I felt the tee line kind of.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Are we nosing or are we just trying to roll that way? I like the roll this way, Beth.
I would like to, too.
Just a 9.
Okay.
Kelly was trying to urge the brushers to take it back a little further. Now, there's not a lot of room to work. They wanted to make sure they were shot rock. But if you look now at the roll that's available, the roll is to the 4-foot, and then Kelly wouldn't get her preferred shot, perhaps, of playing a draw. She might be rethinking that. That's why she wanted it back as far as it could go.
Even if she was second shot, that would eliminate quite a few rocks on her next one.
Just enough to catch the edge of the 4. 1, 2, 3, and sitting 4.
Great roll because it shrinks that scoring area even farther. And now Kelly, even though she was on the tee line, this is a different path.
This is a little bit polished up now, eh?
Yeah. I think it's going to be the same.
Yeah, I think the same.
Yeah.
15, I'm thinking.
Yep.
But always aware. And just the fact that it's a little polished up. But don't get carried away, Sasha says.
Final word from Sasha, longtime teammate, to make sure Kelly settles in with the same kick.
The problem is if you think it's quicker, you throw that little bit less, it then curls sooner. If it curls sooner, it's into a different spot where there might be fresh pebble being the first end, and you won't get it there.
So this is a big draw to open things up for British Columbia and Kelly Scott. Facing 4 needs a good piece of the 4-foot. Half a stone in the blue.
Really curling.
Just a clean.
Mine's great. Great to see for. Great shot, Kel.
Good go, Kelly.
Very nice. The 2-time Canadian champion. A key shot in the first? Well, you bet. You're facing 4. And Linda, in your game plan, you said Kelly Scott may have to save her teams a few times. And right here she does.
It's very early. I didn't know what would happen in the first end. A throw through by Sasha really was the problem. It might have set up a chance for 2. But look at the yellow granite piled in there. You have to hit 4-foot first end in the final. And the calm skip does just that.
The key shot is brought to you by Scotties Facial Tissue, stylish designs for any room. Here in a jam-packed NMAX Centrium, home of the Red Deer Rebels. Seat 6,700 for hockey, with the seats lost for media benches and others. I think we're probably around 6,000 for this final. 1-0 BC as we go to the second, and it is Alberta and Heather Nedohin out of the Saville Sports Centre in Edmonton that do have the last rock playing the Yellowstone.
We're not quite a 3.
Whoa. Looks fine for line. 6. Way to go, Jackie. Atta girl.
Atta girl.
So it's an interesting start in that the first stone was played in. It just made 8-foot. Then the corner guard is not very far off center line. That allows Alberta to play the wide side around. And BC has guarded. So if you can get in behind, you just have to be top 8 and you're pretty good spot.
I think that was by design. I really do, because the Alberta front end's playing so well. And this gives them an opportunity to go right around. You only have to be in the 8-foot here. They got to get it by.
6, 7. Line only. Hard. Gotta go.
Mayer and Iskew on the brush if they can sneak it.
Keep on it. Keep on it. Keep on it. Keep
No,
on
they'll
it.
clunk it instead and roll off.
Okay.
14-9.
What? No. I think it's a 5.
I didn't
That
put
was
the
a
broom way
void,
out
so
there,
she
but
would've-
as we
and she
saw
would've
earlier, there is pretty big curl today, and both of these teams will have to make the adjustment as they watch the turns and see where that broom has to go.
Daleen Sievertson.
Off for line for a bit.
Yeah, we don't have to go for weight.
Clean line, close line.
7.
Close. Yeah.
7.
Room.
No, 6.
Room. Yeah.
Boy, it's diving at the center guards, too.
Really bending.
Armstrong, Carter back off now. Trying to wrap it around their own top edge of the 8. Keep wrapping. And they'll take it to the top of the button.
Pretty impressive shot for Daleen. You know, such a young player and such a big stage.
Heel.
To control that draw weight, that's a good sign.
Heel. Whoa. Whoa. Close. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Curl. Back.
Okay.
Boy, you got 2 rookies at the second spot. Jessica Mayer comes up with a nice shot now. Leaves her stone out in front. Could be maybe bumped up, promoted later.
3-4.
Wide open. You want to leave that for?
I think this side's going to get a bit more finished.
Okay.
That's why she's like
3-4.
Okay.
And you can actually see half a rock on the outturn side, but Kelly's going to play the big swoop here on the in-turn and probably can get right around and guard part of that.
Yeah, it should come out the other side.
Just a hair less, hey? Close. Close to the same. 5. Close. Yeah, line. Yeah, line. Hard. Hard. Really hard. Hard line.
Here again, and is it ever swooping towards the center guard?
They're going to try and chip it maybe a little bit.
Not much weight, eh?
Okay. 4.
Okay. That's good.
Actually, the chip now totally covers that stone that's top of the button.
Hey, Sash. Same way.
Well, 2 great things about these 2 skips. Very good at ice reading. They should pick up these spots very quickly, and also very good at the plan B. The call when you're not sure it's going to be very good, you know immediately what to do next. Great job by Kelly.
Oh.
Jessica Mayer.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
Atta girl.
Oh, right back, straight back. Jessica Mayer.
These kind of shots can win you championships because that's not an easy run back. Center line, we've already said how the ice can be a little tricky in that spot.
Yeah, they handled that beautifully just to stick it. That's amazing. And now the same thing. And if you don't make this for British Columbia, you're in a bit of trouble.
Sasha Carter.
Clean, yep. Yep. Whoa, yeah.
Now again, Kelly Scott.
Whoa.
Severson,
Yep,
Armstrong.
Yep, yep. Whoa, whoa,
Is the
whoa.
angle right?
No.
Oh, she'll pick it off the 4-foot.
Just a little bit too much brushing.
Still a great throw, though.
I talked about the distance, that distance between the guard you're raising and that one in the house. The longer the distance, the harder those are to call. Anticipating the curl, all those things go into that call. And nice to pick it out.
Russ, you were talking about the swoop through that hole that Sasha crashed. Remember, now it's interesting that Alberta and Nedohin are going to the wide out turn.
104.
Yeah, it's a new path, actually. They can certainly go the other way. The good news here is that there's lots of room around that guard, so there shouldn't be any problem hiding it. It's just picking the right speed. It will curl here, too.
Peters and Mayer.
Make it good. Go. 14-7 is straight.
They like the time. They like the split. They love the result.
I think so. Don't you guys?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So 15, eh?
Yep.
And get out to it?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll come
Oh,
up for you.
you see the late rush movement there by Kelly Scott. Going to take a little bit more. And the other key from the front end, Picard to Linda, was you got to get out to it.
Release is really critical. Now, that's not usually a problem for Sasha. She has a very positive release.
Yeah, line a bit. Yeah, line. Yeah, line.
Again, here it goes. And again, Severson and Armstrong. Look at this thing dive at that center guard. Can they? Yes, they can. Now, how far can they drag it for shot stone? Not quite.
Well, we had curl earlier. I think there needs to be another word for it than just curl.
Unbelievable finish here. Look at that. Ooh,
Really want to go?
we're stuck together.
And with that curl, they would have loved to actually wrap around that one, the red, yellow one in the house, to make it even harder to do anything with it. But it's still in a nice spot. Trying to close down the circles if you're BC.
But this is what these athletes want. You can make just about anything, and that makes you a lot more confident in the hack. You just have to believe it.
Well, in truth, you could tap the red stone that's almost a full stone overburied.
97. Hair more!
397. That's a split time from the back line to the hog line. That consistent distance. Almost 4 seconds. That's fast ice.
Yeah, line!
Don't want to!
Whoa. Stay with it. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Stay with it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, stay
Whoa,
with it.
6.
Look at this. To the pin. Beth Iskew. Alberta is sitting 2 with last rock here in the second.
I wish that was like 6 inches higher.
I think your brushers are going to be used a lot, especially early, to try and keep the path before the break happens, because once the break happens, it's almost out of control.
You know, we talk about Kelly Scott, the lack of emotion, but she says, look, how can you not be emotional in a game like this? But it's about control.
We are more than ramped up. I think we're trying not to look at what the game means and just to go have a good game, and that will result in good things for us. But to focus on what is at the end of the tunnel here, that's not going to get us anywhere. We have to perform well to put us in a position to reap the rewards at the end.
And the rewards, of course, the Canadian Championship to represent Canada at the Ford Women's Worlds in Lethbridge, March 17th through the 25th.
Hard! Really hard, line! Hard! Quick! You're just a 3.
Yeah.
Okay, just bounce then.
Whoa.
You're up to yellow.
Little rub off yellow.
And there is the little rub. So
Okay, that's not bad.
something that
Good shot, Cal.
maybe Kelly Scott and BC will be forced to use.
Yeah, they pounded it to 8 foot.
Yeah.
And I thought I was 8 foot.
I think so too, because what she have here.
Just a hair stiffer, I think, there.
I think so too.
Like a 2.
What do you like?
Like I gave Rainey here to get to that draw, like to get to 2. We need to be on that side, right?
Yeah, well, we need to be like right here. Right there?
Yep. So I think here. I gave Lainey here and she got...
Could nose that red one, and then we have 3. No? Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Thanks very much, but we're going to move on now.
Yeah, checks in the mail.
Yep.
She needs the guard out in front to try and build a wall out there, but you know what, with the curl in that one spot, I'm not really sure how you hit that rock.
Well, Russ, further to what you said about the curl and how wonderful it is, again, we point out the entire week, because of the curl, the guards are not easy to make and to put on.
Exactly. You could have the exact right ice here, and this rock comes up 4 feet light of where they want it, 4 feet heavy. You're not making it. It's going to either overcurl or undercurl. You have to have the exact speed to match up with the broom. Doesn't look like a ton of ice, to be honest. We're probably just throwing a 2 here. 3 would overcurl, I believe.
2! 25.
Easy. Needs to work.
Don't want to be too tight to that red one in case it lines up a double raise.
Okay, it's coming now. Whoa. Whoa.
Easy.
Whoa.
Just
Whoa.
a 2-1.
Kick back. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
2.
Whoa. 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 It's got to sit.
Sorry, I just nudged that. I don't think
Nice weight control. As you can see, 3-4 feet deeper, that red one's exposed.
Like she tries to run any of those yellows.
What are you guys eyeing up? Could get a bit of 4 foot here.
Yeah, and then it's always a hit. It's a roll away if she plays at it.
I think so.
Yeah.
She's already second anyway.
Yeah.
So. Go to there, I think.
So from out there, will it curl in there?
All right, Cal.
Yeah, it will, Vic, but the spot they're aiming at is the size of a $5 bill. Basically, you've only got a sliver of the side of that 4 foot.
I could add a bit more like what I had on the first.
Could run back the yellow, but that's dangerous, running back the enemy rock. But that's the only way you could get shot rock.
What they're trying to do is grab a little piece of the 4 to be second shot and hope for a mistake.
Okay, line's good right now.
Final stone for BC.
That's great. Go for back 4.
Alberta does have the last rock. And this is one of the reasons why Sasha Carter still brushes and Sievertson calls line. They need a piece of the 4. They have to get it by that yellow stone first. Oh, the little rub. Will it spin in and grab? Oh, it just may have.
I think it did, Vic.
Perfect, great.
Yeah, I'm like, are we talking? Why are we stopping to sweep? But just the line call, I guess.
Yeah? We were saying we're T. Yeah.
No, it's tough. Daleen did say she didn't think it needed brushing, and it could have been brushed, but boy, as you said, Russ, tiny area to draw to.
Oh, yeah, if you brush it by, you easily could be too deep.
Yeah. Okay, looks good.
Great shot.
You just had 14 what on it? I don't know. What did I 14.6 or 14.3? I had 14.
So now, as the crowd starts to stir here at the Century, Alberta is sitting 2. Get to the nose. Can she be shot? Sitting 1 at the moment. If she makes the shot, she could score 3.
Okay, so what's that? 100, 105.
But she can't roll to the wing. She has to basically sit right there, maybe even inside towards center line.
Which is really tough to do. That yellow one's blocking. The yellow guard and the yellow one on the 4 foot are kind of blocking that path.
Whoa! Wait's great! Whoa! Good work.
Final stone.
7, 8! Wow!
Right now it's 1.
Whoa! 8! Perfect! Close!
Will it be 2? Yeah! Could it be 3? Peters. Mayer. Iskew. Peters. Mayer trying to hold the line. Oh!
Shit.
She may have bumped it in. 1 for sure. And again. Yes, well, 1 it is. Iskew doesn't even bother measuring.
I should have had them off.
We're even through 2.
Should have had them off. Shit, what?
Want to win a 2-year lease on a 2012 Ford Focus S? You can log on to fordhotshots.curling.ca and test your online curling skills. And for every participant at this year's Scotties, they also had a chance to win a lease on this 2012 Ford Focus Titanium by testing their on-ice curling skills. The final, a battle of skips. Newfoundland's Heather Strong against Northwest Territories Yukon's Carrie Galusha. And thanks to shots like this, the hit and stick right to the button, Galusha is your winner, winning a 2-year lease on a 2012 Ford Focus Titanium. Don't forget to log on to fordhotshots.curling.ca for your chance to win. And just like Carrie Galusha, you too could drive away in a brand new Ford. It's the championship final of the 2012 Scotties Tournament of Hearts, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship. BC and Alberta tied at 1. British Columbia will have the last rock. They have the hammer here in this third, playing the Redstones. Centerline guard goes up. BC goes deep. And there's Alberta going right on top to the button. But how much of a bullet? Well, I guess BC took 1 bullet. They dodged 2 in that last.
Well, the reason we think that Alberta came out with only the single was really the choice, though, Vic, on the last one. When the broom went down and with so much curl, and I think speaking for Russ too, he can speak in a moment, thought that was going to be a tap of some nature. 4-2. You've got to preserve the deuce when it sets up with hammer. And then she really tried to draw to squiggle in there, I guess, for a third.
I think Heather's playing so well. She thinks she can make everything. She was trying to squirt through the side of that rock, almost like it was invisible, and somehow get to the inside.
Okay, so let's go back to the final stone in 2 of Heather Nedohin.
Really tough to get any inside position on the red stone that is second shot. So you can play that and just tap it out and get the 2 that are already sitting there as your points. This is too cute in my opinion. Yes, Heather is a great shot maker, but this is too difficult and unnecessary because the deuce was already set up.
Just not enough weight to push that stone out. Alberta settles for the 1 when it possibly could have been 3.
Yep, chip off a bit. Oh, chip. That's fine.
Jessica Mayer to the back of the button.
Hey, Daleen.
The ice is fast, and one of the things in any curling game that we talk about is rock positioning and making sure you hit the range. And the range on these come-arounds is to the spot or a little above, because that's a setup shot. The deep ones, the first for BC and that one for Alberta, those are costly.
Huge crowds, that makes the air temperature a little warmer. The ice gets at the surface gets a little bit greasier, and it usually happens in these big games. It's that 3-4 feet quicker. It's whoever figures this out first.
Daleen Sievertson all by herself. And down on the corner. Makes the takeout, flips over.
10.
Well, Russ, I think you're bang on with your opinion about how Kelly Scott's leadership filters down, because Daleen, right out of juniors, big final, looks so calm.
It's amazing, it really is. I'm also impressed with her judgment in the house holding the broom for the big shots too.
I like this ball.
Some respects, would you say it's similar to what Caitlin Laws and Jennifer Jones, that combination last year when Laws was fresh out of junior?
Yeah, we see a lot of that with the experienced player bringing so much to the development, and in this case, the attitude and calmness of the young player.
Line's a little narrow.
Impressed too with Jessica and how she is handling the situation.
Stay with it. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yeah. Wow. Whoa. 6. No. 6. No. It's got to move. It's got to move. Get over. Atta girl.
That's really good.
You throw that one in, and Heather says your turn, because that's in a beautiful spot.
Let's go, Peel, Daleen.
So this is a run back at an angle, yellow under red.
Room. Oh. Yep, shooter, Jackie, yep. Okay.
Just peeling it off now.
I'm sure I like that. Like,
Yeah, I know. Peel.
You like this?
I think so.
I don't know if that yellow's going anywhere if we leave it the way
Peel.
it is.
You sure you like peel? That's the only thing. I do. Okay. All right. It's moved you through here last time, Beth.
Yep. Okay, Beth, that's me, Chris. Right up here, Beth. Nice and crisp.
Okay. Peel, wait.
Yeah.
Trying to nose it, Linda, and try to maybe get that back one?
It looks like it.
Peel?
Yep. Whoa. Yeah!
Beth Iskew.
Whoa!
Mayer and Peters backing right off.
Yeah!
Now a couple of late licks.
Nice.
Atta girl.
And that is one lonely looking red. BC does have the last rock.
See you, Beth.
What a lineup of stones, and that is
Nice throw.
a problem for BC.
But the way they ended up, that lonely looking red could end up being 2 reds here in a minute. Just hit this dead on with lots of weight, and they can all go.
8-8. Yeah!
towing.
Okay. Okay, Sash. Just tight, eh, Kel? Yeah, snug. Yeah.
Kelly Scott and the BC team out of Kelowna started off very well, and then the flu hit, and Sasha Carter was out of the lineup, and they lost 3 of 4. But her return marked a return to winning, including that 1-2 page playoff on Friday night against Manitoba. Sasha Carter, who is 3 months pregnant, was actually in hospital for fluids.
Whoa, if you can. 3, 4. Oh, we're gonna overcurl.
Well, right now the problem is that BC isn't hitting those rocks in quite the right spot, and so that's getting them into some trouble. Had a couple of chances and just haven't been able to capitalize.
Sit, Beth. Sit.
Had a girl.
Okay, a little light.
Good job.
You're shooting
Yeah,
text.
there's no intern freeze. That's helpful, eh?
Top 8, top 4.
Okay. You threw here, Jack.
I did. Pardon? I threw like a 4-8 here.
Yeah. I think she timed a 4-4. I'll give you a 4-8. Yeah.
As Linda mentioned, Sasha and Kelly Scott together since their junior days. Canadian title, world title. Long-time friends.
Off.
Not bad. Kind of just to it.
Oh, we're tapping a little.
No. Don't want to rattle anything. Sit. Good, Sash.
Way to go, Sash.
4-3. That 4-4 also Japanese.
There is room there.
Yeah.
The button
We
is
just tap a
available.
little
The
kind of bit, almost like Sasha just
pin,
did.
actually.
She came right up to the face.
Okay, my only thoughts is to be... Yep, okay.
Do you like that?
Yep, I do. So I'm just going to throw a 6-7.
Yeah, you know what? And this isn't the worst.
Yes, it is, because they'll all go. If we're
Yeah,
open,
that's true.
we
And
gotta
this
be...
is the only thing I'm worried about, too.
Redstone would appear to be the
So
shot
6-5.
stone. That's
Okay.
Okay.
BC. So as Heather Nedohin makes her way back, wasn't the best of starts for her here in Red Deer. Losing 3 of her first 5, but then she only lost 1 the rest of the way. Won the 3-4 page playoff over Quebec. And then, of course, that dramatic win, the measurement win over Manitoba in the semifinal.
All right, Heather. Right up here. Nice clean throw. Let's go, Hooch.
Trying to throw a 6 here, give it to the brushers, tap it a bit if they can. That will move their rock not only into shot position, but into a frozen position, tough to remove.
Wait, easy.
We can go.
Okay, you gotta wait for line. Yep, you can go. Line's great. Whoa, line. Whoa, line.
7.
Okay, whoa, line. Getting better. Yep. You can go now.
Marin Peters again.
Whoa. Yes. Whoa.
Oh, that'll be the shot stone now, won't it? Absolutely. Alberta almost on the pinhole. Interesting that at first Heather was looking at something else, and it was as if Beth drew her back to make this shot.
It's so true, Vic, and I'm not sure what other option there was, but that was a low-risk shot. As long as you gave it to the brushers, you couldn't be deep, obviously roll off. Well done.
Yes, it was enough, Heather.
Heel.
Yeah.
Just try to rattle a few things. Okay.
If Kelly can run this straight back, everything will move a little bit. They might get an angle on that top red one to use later.
Yeah.
Yikes, it's a little bit speedy. So, I don't think...
Yeah.
Kelly Scott, her first
Here in 3, she does have the last rock.
Yeah! No!
Running it back, makes some things move. Gets the backing off the shot stone. It remains Alberta. It's a great shot if Alberta doesn't throw. But what a beautiful shot. Like right now, you could come around, tap, and sit 3.
But at least the angles are better no matter what is out front. Kelly actually has something she can use. The angles are good onto the one on the button.
Beth, 2? Yeah, like right here. 2.
A little higher than that.
So talking about the zones, 1, 2, or 3 in front of the rings.
And the danger here, Vic, is if it is too deep and it is wide open, Kelly Scott will use this rock to run in and hit the red onto the yellow and score their deuce.
Line's nice. 2. Okay, easy.
Right
Whoa,
now,
it's gonna overcurl, Lainey.
Alberta and Heather Nedohin have a stolen point in their pocket.
No, it's a 2.
Here in the 3rd.
Sit
Off
down.
this red?
No. Whoa!
Why not?
Come up. Okay.
It's okay.
Is it just moving that hard?
I needed to get out to it.
There you go. I mean, we may hear that phrase a lot today.
Well, in some spots, especially on this right-hand side,
I don't know if you can
this
see
out-turn
enough
going
of
away
this.
and in-turn coming home.
Like a 9?
Yep. I like
8, 9.
Worth
Yep.
a try, but I don't know if you can
Absolutely.
see enough.
I think you can.
Yeah.
Got to get all that we can of it. Just an 8, 8, 9.
Okay.
Key is if we can get by that yellow tight enough right there. If she can hit 95% of it, she'll have a chance. Almost has to hit it dead on.
No, I think doing that for sure, but I'm talking more like I'll quicken up for
Alberta sitting 1, looking to steal here in 3 of a 1-1 tie.
Yeah. Whoa.
Nothing from Armstrong, nothing from Carter. This is all on its own. Now, does she catch it on the way by? Great try. Alberta takes the lead on the steal of 1. Well, the gentleman on the right, that's David Nedohin, of course, Canadian world champion, along with Randy Ferbey. Their legendary days. Skins champion 2, and boy, are we looking forward to next year, January 19 and 20, and the Dominion All-Star Curling Skins game. A new qualifying format, and you across the country will determine who will play. You'll vote for your favorite Canadian curlers at tsn.ca. The top 4 skips will then pick the remaining 12 players through a random draw, and we'll have that on TSN January 17th. So go to tsn.ca/skinsgame for details. Steal of 1 in 3. And Alberta leads now 2-1 as we go to the 4th. Once again, BC. And Kelly Scott out of the Kelowna Curling Club will have the last rock. She has the hammer, playing the Redstone.
Get it tight. Go 3. Go 3. Hey, guys. Yeah. 3. Yeah. Needs to be.
First one's in a great spot by Laney, just biting the button. That guard is not as far over as Kelly wanted, and definitely not as tight to the rings as Kelly wanted. There's the guard for Alberta.
That's an example of the big curl. If that red one was down another 4 or 5 feet, it would have curled the desired amount of curl. That is a problem on the in-turn side now.
You guys.
Because it just takes everything away from it.
Yeah, it's hard to.
You can't get in there.
You might be able to go around it and get to the button possibly, but you sure can't go. Your normal path is right through it.
Hard line. Hard line. Hard line. 4. Hard line.
Jackie Armstrong.
Good. Hard
hard. You gotta go.
Playing
Gotta
lead
go,
stones here in the fourth.
Room.
Good job. Way to go, Jack.
What do you like? Peel that?
Sure. I don't mind that.
Then they get here. No, I like this.
Okay.
6-5.
Okay, Jess.
That was
Get right over there,
that was
because this will
15.
go.
That was a 15.
Get right over there.
Get right over there means get out to the broom, and they're looking for top 8 foot.
You got room.
13.
Whoa.
5.
And we can almost guarantee if Heather's looking up a draw type shot or a hit type shot, she's going to lean to the draw. Occasionally the team from the other end will pull her back to the hit.
Once in a while they get a vote.
Whoa, sorry. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Just a 5-6.
Whoa. Let it cross over more. Whoa. Yep, now. Go, 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 go. Yes.
Oh, very nice. You had to dislodge that a little bit. Well done.
Well, definitely the angles seem to be set up well by Alberta in this game. That's causing Kelly all sorts of trouble. In particular, when they've had a chance to try and dislodge the angles, BC haven't been able to do it. See if Daleen can do it now with the run back.
Room. Not quite 8-8. Room. Whoa. Off.
Daleen Sievertson.
No. Off. No. Whoa on the shooter. No. Okay, good.
Runs
Try,
the
Daleen.
stone by, but opens up the center line.
9. Okay. Let's go.
Kelly was hoping to get the shot stone out of the rings. Then if this was played, it might rattle things around enough that she could actually use that red card.
No!
Come up.
No.
Come up, come up, come up, come up.
Come up and out the back. Up and out. BC Stone. And Alberta is sitting 3 without last rock here in 4.
Yeah. The hair more curl would be good. I don't mind peel, but on the nose. Peel.
Dangerous here. Kelly realizes that the second rock, the top 2 are easy to make, but when the second one takes off, it could hit a lot of the third one, and they're going to throw a little extra weight trying to make the peel here. If it drags a little bit, it's there. If it doesn't, it won't. The hard part with this is with peel weight, you have to hang around.
Yeah. Hard.
Very nice.
How's that for a rookie? And Daleen Sievertson.
Just having the awareness, knowing when to hit it. Hitting it that close to center gave it that little bit of drag to make that triple work.
Just give you triples instead of run backs.
9.5. 3. 9.5.
Well, there's a little room to work for BC now, although that guard's very long, and with the curl, I'm not sure what it really will guard,
Come up
but
a bit, Jack.
they do have some space.
10-3. Nice throw. Nicely done.
Good. I just don't want to lose anything.
The trophies, the medals, the banner that will be presented to the winning team, silver medalists and bronze medalists, and that will be Manitoba. Jennifer Jones winning over Quebec and Marie-France LaRouche. The final was 8-6, and it was a big 4 that Manitoba scored in the 7th that sent them on their way.
Room now, if you can leave it a bit.
6, 7.
Off for a bit, guys.
No, this is 8.
Not moving, are you? No. It's flying, eh? Okay.
Just like the rest of the week, you have trouble climbing across the center line, and not that there's a high spot there, but it's just a wee bit straighter than the other way.
It's also very heavy.
And it'll slide and just hang on to the back. Last evening, they announced the all-star teams at this year's Scotties. Their round-robin record was 9-2, the best, clearly first, and so Manitoba dominated the first team all-stars.
right at the stick.
The others say it's getting a little straighter now, and that's exactly what happens. Once the pebble wears off, the running surface of the rock has much to grab, and it gets it a little bit straighter.
103.
It's not a lot, guys.
Did you pull off that?
No, but I don't think it's a lot. Easy for line.
Weight's really nice. 6. Whoa. 6.
So you heard the front end ask Beth Hiskey to pull the string on this one.
No.
I don't think so, but
Sit.
I don't think I
Gotta move.
gave it anything more.
No, no,
Sit.
no, 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 no.
Sit down.
Nicely done. Nice throw.
So all Manitoba first team, all Alberta, except for the skip. And Kelly Scott is the second team all-star skip from BC.
Fine. Yeah. We were like out to there.
Yeah. It'll move once it crosses center, eh?
Okay.
That's the comment.
Both
So
the same weight.
you have to be careful. You back it up a little bit. You throw a little extra weight. It will not finish.
And this is the story so far. You hate to point fingers, but Sasha has had some big misses, down at 54%. You've got Beth Hiskey, the third for Alberta, around 90. Huge difference so far in this game.
And when you think of the game that Sasha Carter had in that 1-2 game, outstanding game against Manitoba.
Good shot,
That
Sash.
was on Friday night.
That was a very nice tap and a great read by Kelly.
12 and a half for first.
Came over nicely at the end.
Yep. Okay. Looks good.
That gave us a 10-3, and there wasn't much movement, so just a nose, guys.
Same kind of weight?
Yeah, a little floppier. Weight lady is okay, but I don't want to roll behind the board.
Okay. Let's go, Heather, right up. Let's go, Hooch. Foot straight back here.
"14 years since the last Alberta win at a Scotties, and
Whoa, it's running, it's running.
Nedohin, Heather Gottfriedson was part of that team,
No.
playing third for Kathy King.
No, 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 no. Just clean.
Good.
Right on the beat.
What was that? Really? It felt like lighter than that.
Yeah, I thought it was a 10 and a half, Heather, but she said 10, I think, didn't she? I didn't hear her say anything. Rolling under. Good to me. 10-8.
Yeah, I thought it was light. There's not much movement there. No. Yeah.
10. Get the roll, yeah.
That's what makes these two teams so successful. I think, Linda's that communication. Even though that was a perfect shot, they still came down and wanted to know what happened. She felt like she threw a little lighter than the desired weight, but it ended up dead on. So now they know it's getting straighter.
Okay. We're jamming on ours. 10. Like it.
Kelly Scott. Does she want to try and roll it over behind that stone top edge?
She does, Vic.
10. Clean.
Behind the guard.
Room. Stay close. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
It's a tricky little spot. We've talked about the curl, but this one is straighter. Has been really straighter all week, and now you add that extra weight. You have to take a little risk and really cut down the broom if you're going to cross it and get the roll.
I like her nose again.
He asked for a 10 the first time. It was a 10.8 that Heather threw the first time. She did a little lighter than she wanted to, so she has to keep that in her mind.
Same weight?
Yeah, and I got a 10-8, you guys.
Yeah, I thought it was. Oh, okay.
So that 10-10-5 is fine.
Let's go straight up. Nice clean throw here.
Whoa. Sure.
Okay.
Nice shot.
Now, third shot, Russ, is that BC stone back of the 12-foot. Would you risk? Is it, first of all, there a double for the deuce?
It's definitely there. It's almost a natural double, but no, I would not risk it. It's you know, what are the odds of making that one, sticking it for 2 as opposed to making this for the single? It's just not worth it at this point in time. You miss that, you're down 3-1.
Still early in the game, though.
Kelly Scott's just hanging her team in here, hoping that things turn around, that Sasha gets back on track, and that they can have some better opportunities as the game goes.
Weight's good. Yep. Yep. Do it. Clean, clean, clean. Clean. It's a 10.
Now just a dusting for Armstrong. And Carter. Oh, and it catch something. It caught something. And it'll spin off, and hopefully for her, take it out the back. It did. It caught something. A terrible break for BC.
We were even down.
Results a steal of 1, and they were. You're right, Kelly. Your front end did have the brushes down. 3-1 Alberta. Looks a little bit angry, may have a right to be. Kelly Scott, her final stone. And even, Russ, when you do everything right and keep the brushes down, this can happen.
You certainly can. You just hate to see it. It's the one part of the sport I wish we could fix.
But, you know, we say that you have to keep it clean. Well, let's talk about the clean. Jackie backed off the clean, 1 brush down. You never know what can happen. On a draw, a hard clean can take it a couple of extra feet. It cannot hurt that hit that's already on target. So when we say clean, you've got to get some pressure on those brushes and make sure nothing can get under that rock.
Alberta picks up a steal of 1 and now lead 3-1. British Columbia will have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstones here in 5. And all that leadership we talked about in someone like Kelly Scott is going to be put to a test now.
So same? Yep.
Well, it's really going to be up to the team now. Kelly's upset, and rightly so. She's going to have to park it, of course. But the team have to really bear down now and make the shots. You gave up 2 steals in a row. The last one could have been a 1, but you're still only down the 2. So you've got to look at getting the deuce, getting back on track. Long way to go in this game still.
All the way. 4. Go then. Right in. 4, 5. Yep. Right to it. Go back. 15. 3. 9. Go, go, go. All in. All in, all in, all in.
It's not all in.
Okay. 9.
I'm not sure why they're worried about it being all in. Once it's partly in, they can hit it, and you can hit it even if it isn't in the rings.
No.
Seems like a lot of weight.
A poke. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's a big mistake.
Try, Jack.
So Heather, I think, is going to sprint out there and go for that corner guard. This team can hit, too. You don't want to be too far behind.
Right up. Right up. All the way over. 8-1. Go, 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 go.
And out of play.
Line's good.
Daleen Sievertson.
We're just watching it. She thinks there's something under it.
Oh, no.
There's rotation, too. It'll slide.
I don't think we're in. We should be fine.
Pretty tight.
Baby. Okay.
Good. All right. Roll in. Go 9.
One of the differences between the two teams is the number of shots as draws for the second and third. Alberta get out of trouble with the hits, with Jessica at second and Beth at third. In the 30s, BC in the 50% range, a balanced attack between draws and hits. But it is Heather's ability to use those skills, those defensive skills, to get out of trouble. And of course, now to defend a lead and peel off those guards.
Yeah, I like it.
Now, Kelly has said that she has changed her style. She's become more aggressive. Is the fact that the draws versus hits are more balanced, is that a result of her being more aggressive?
It is, Vic. It's a little bit this week a result of illness, too, and they had some real scraps out there that they had to fight through. But definitely it is a style of play difference. Kelly will continue to draw, try to get out of trouble that way. Alberta will hit.
Yes, keep it coming. Yeah, full 12. Full 12. Yeah, yep. Okay. Good, Daleen. You think so?
You could, instead of freezing that rock, you could use the two and create an angle. You could have put the rock somewhere in that area. Whoops, sorry. That area there. And then it's very tough to remove without hitting it dead on. You hit it dead on, you've got another rock to work with.
Straight up. Okay.
Yep, you can go.
Yep.
Easy.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa, I don't know what we're doing on the yellow here. We'll just wait. Let's see. There you go.
Now, one of the things that we've talked about this week with regards to Heather Nedohin is the fact that her team has played very well. We showed you down the stretch. The interesting thing is, despite her good play, other teams have been able to hang around, but she hasn't been able to use the cliche, put,
Yeah, it looks like lost.
use the knockout punch, as it were. Here, she's up now 3-1 with that steal. What does she have to do to, realizing it's only the fifth, throw that knockout punch?
I don't know.
Well, at this stage, it's hard because they're actually playing very well, but don't have the hammer. And so the steals are probably all she can do until she hopes to force a single and get the hammer back. Then you can really apply the pressure. That's when you can go for your deuce or more, and that's a bit of the knockout punch. For now, it's up to Kelly to try and figure out a way to score.
Okay, nice clean throw.
She's not getting the performance out of the front three.
Now, this rock in the top of the 8 is more to what you were talking about earlier, Russ, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, the two yellows are a little farther apart, but exactly. Now, it's forced them to hit it dead on. Now, they wanted to hit it dead on in this particular case, but it's a rock that Kelly can use.
Good save.
What was it? Oh, jeez, that's a 9.
Wow, you worried me. That was a 10-2. It looks soft.
10-2.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And this is the frightening thing, Linda Russ, to an average curler, to a club curler, to look around and see those yellows. But if you're BC, you have to ignore them. You have to use them. You have to play to them.
Exactly. At this point in the end, every yellow is their friend, to be honest. Even if you hit this one and rolled in behind, they have to play a run back. Not that they're trying that right now, but
trying just to hold the line. Armstrong and Sievertson.
Good Sash.
Yay. Poor Sasha. Cheering a shot made. But you think about this end even, partly it was the fact of a call, but Jackie Armstrong rolling out when she was playing a hit. That's the reason this happened. One shot. And everything Kelly was trying to do goes out the window. And now she's actually having a lot of trouble even getting a way to score one, depending on how these rocks shape up. So she's got to get those rocks in a better spot.
yeah, it's a wrong weight choice on that one to start with, but you had to miss narrow, get it on the, throw it lighter, tap them around a little bit, save that shooter.
9, normal. If we take all 3, I'm good with that too. I don't know if that's
nice. Okay, Heather, right up the stick here.
So the front end for BC. Daleen actually doing a pretty good job, but she's in bailout mode. And then Sasha struggling.
stones here in 5.
Okay.
Avoids the jam, pushes it out the back.
Fix her shirt in the back.
Alberta sits 4.
It tried to come up.
So I didn't get your time.
Well, maybe Heather wanted a slightly different result, but this is real trouble. Kelly doesn't have any room to draw.
Still moving pretty nice.
She has to play a hit, try and open it up.
It looks a lot like that first end of play.
Yeah, it does, and you know, kudos to Alberta. They're making a lot of shots here.
They sure are.
Kelly Scott.
Close. Yep. Yep. Through. Yep. Whoa. 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 Close. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Keeping their brooms down now, aren't they?
No roll. No.
One and roll it over. Will it sit? And it looks like it may have just.
Great shot, John.
Very close for shot stone. Half a rock behind the stone top of the 8-foot.
And remember how that yellow one got there, Vic? They threw up a rock in between the two. It forced Alberta to hit it dead on, and at least it's a little bit of cover.
It goes in that way. What if we just nose this?
But you can see quite a bit of this, can't you?
Yeah, but
and we just threw. I just threw here. I like this.
Heather, you got almost all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you guys like the run back?
No,
Okay.
I like this.
Okay, 9.
Okay. Good throw here.
Heather Nedohin's worry on this is that if she hits it incorrectly, she runs it on an angle and may jam it. Is that what her thought is?
No, I think she thought the run back was a better outcome if you make it. If you hit the run back, you might roll to the center with both your rocks and guard that one at the back and make it even tougher for Kelly's last one, where Beth's saying, let's get rid of this thing. Let's sit 3 and take our chances. It's just a different philosophy.
Right up the stick, you got it.
Earlier in the week, we saw Heather Nedohin not defer very much to Beth Iskew at third, but she has a couple of times today.
More and more as the week went on.
Yep. Gotta go.
Final stone. Boy, it's picked up quickly. Peters. Mayer. They've got to get it by their own stone top 8. It's a huge scrub to get it by. Big scrub. Oh. Little tick, little sit, and now. Question is, do you have to make the double for the 2?
Okay, no worries.
Or can you play with the back one for 2?
I was tight. Sorry about that.
Now they're going to have to look very carefully at these.
I was tight.
That one might be. I think we're red.
Can you tell, Sash?
We don't want to look at that, I don't think, though, after
To me,
yesterday.
it looks red by quite a bit. Yeah, come
Do you want to take a look in real life, though?
I'm gonna
Okay,
go
yeah,
just
you go
for
ahead.
the draw. Yeah.
Just don't cut that overhead anymore.
I know, eh?
Big turnaround. That one yellow did come into play after all that, and a chance to tie this game.
You know, it was interesting. How many times do we say that? Heather got talked into the shot a little bit. She has a great pre-shot routine, tries to calm herself, but you have to wonder if she never really got positively set, really believing that that was the right thing.
Just straight
The
draw.
teams and everyone here at the Centrium looking at the scoreboard monitor, not quite trusting the camera, which can at times skew the view. So believing that they are 1 around the edge of the 4. Draw for 2.
Easy.
Okay,
Easy
well
for
then.
line.
And a
You don't
break
have anything
after
yet.
Alberta
Hey,
picked up
you'll
that
be up
steal
to
on the
it.
picked stone
Line's
in
real
4.
good.
Now a chance
Clean it,
possibly for
clean
2
it.
to tie it going to the break.
You're on the back one, so you're not okay.
Do you want to bump that?
Yeah, we can.
Yep. Yep.
Easy, you only have
Well, this thing, that'll make it for sure. No doubt now. 2 it is for BC. Midway through, and we're all even.
2012 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle.
This is what you're facing. If you're Kelly Scott, you just gave up that bad steal, that bad break, and you have a chance to get it back on a mistake by Alberta.
Well, Kelly did what we talked about. There are two rocks in the rings. They put a rock in between. It forced Alberta to hit it through that opening. That left a rock out in front, and that's exactly the one Heather Nedohin wrecked on, allowing Kelly to make a great draw for two.
They played to the backing to take any question out of the two stones out of play. And Kelly's withdrawing.
Kelly, what a game so far. First off, you come out opening end draw against 4, then a bad break with that pick stone. Can you talk about the emotions and the momentum in this game so far for you?
Yeah, we're trying to keep the emotions under check. There was moments of frustration out there for sure in the first 5, so we want to kind of pick up our socks and come out with a real solid last half of the game.
Just a comment on your rookie, Daleen, a great triple she made in this game. Any advice for her coming into a big moment as a Scotties rookie here in this game?
Just that try to play like it's no different. I know there's a ton on the line here, but if you can really kind of focus in on just making your shots, then hopefully good things will happen.
Kelly, thanks for your time.
Thanks.
But there's no doubt, Linda, as you take a look at the numbers, look at where they are for BC.
And at every position, BC is being out-curled by 30 percentage points at the third position. But you know what? You know what momentum can do? That turnaround, that big shot. The second 5, I think some drama is going to unfold in this final.
The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Tim Hortons. It's time for Tim's. It's time for a break. When we come back, BC, Alberta, playing for the Scotties title, and all tied at 3.
The 2012 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet? By Ford, official automotive partner of the Canadian Curling Association. And by World Financial Group, proud to be a sponsor of the Season of Champions. Your dreams, our strategies.
In a matter of maybe 90 minutes or so, we'll be handing out the trophies and the awards here at the Scotties. Coming up tonight at 8 Eastern, they'll hand out the awards called the Academy Awards. On CTV as Billy Crystal returns to host the 84th edition. Welcome back to Red Deer. We've had a wonderful week here at the NMAX Centrium. Great crowds. And almost a full house today for this final, BC and Alberta. And BC with the 2 and 5 means that Alberta now has the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones in 6.
Okay, Lainey.
Okay.
Top 4.
We'll have a look at this in-turn draw by Jackie. We'll see if
Line's
it curls
good.
similar to the last time we played
Line's
down
good.
this way, which was when they were playing all the draws and they were near the edge of the 12 with the broom position.
Looks like they've moved just about to the middle of the 12 now. A little bit less curl.
We got room. We'll take it there.
First card's very long, come around by Alberta very deep. So neither lead getting the rock in exactly the right spot, but the out there, plan B is the freeze, and that's what's made.
So on this ice with this curl, let's just talk center line guard. Where do you want it? As you just looked at it briefly there.
Well, if you truly want a center line guard, Vic, center line, of course, but I think within a couple of feet of the house in this case because of the amount of curl. If the opposition gets around it, you want it to be hard for them to do that, and you also want your rock available to move up if you need it, especially with the close score.
No, no, no. Bite 6, bite 6, bite 6. Good throw, Lainey.
And bite the 4th, what they do. That's the, on the zone system, of course, the 6. The 7 is being the button.
Daleen Sievertson.
Easy for weight, guys.
The numbers come up a little bit.
Yeah, Yeah, she actually has made some shots, Vic, that are quite good. They've been in trouble with lead and third stones. Even though Jackie's numbers are high, their rock positions have not been perfect, and Daylene's been getting them out of trouble.
No.
Run back she made earlier, remember?
Good shot.
Way to go.
Right down on the corner.
The hard part with the stats is degree of difficulty sometimes, and sometimes you're only looking at an inch of a rock, or you're playing a draw through a hole, and it's definitely British Columbia's had the tougher shots in this game.
It's not a bad idea.
It's pretty high, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you like?
I don't mind a 5.
Here? Okay.
You like the peel?
I'm mixed. I actually like this.
With what kind of weight?
Just like 10.
Okay.
10.
Back line.
All right. Back line, 10.
So they went through 3 options: peel, freeze into the pocket area, or tap back, and Heather's gone with her gut, which is the tap back. I don't really like that red one there.
10. Yeah.
Tell her back line.
Back line. Yeah.
Guard's so long, if you throw the right speed here, you can get right to the nose, maybe even inside.
Still back line. Yes. Gotta go.
No roll.
Oh, very nice. Goodness. Jessica Mayer.
Nice throw, Jess.
So this is another degree of difficulty that Russ was talking about. It's one thing to try and make a play in those yellows, but there is a guard, and this is center line, and if you happen to get a little full, it will hang. If you are a little inside, it will curl. It's a tricky spot, difficult shot, and you have to get to the nose to boot.
With the broom position, Linda, they must be throwing quite a bit of weight, and it's tough to get any curl past that guard. I know it's a long one, but if you're throwing a normal weight hit here, it's tough to get to the nose.
10.5.
Anything, this is going to roll wide with this weight.
No, right off, the whole way, right off.
And Daleen got it outside to start.
So Armstrong and Carter have done nothing here.
11.
And this stone
Yeah, she's past it.
Good.
will get rid of one.
What do you guys like?
Peel now?
What's that?
Peel now? Or that?
Okay. I actually don't mind if you come and tap this up. I like that. This side. 6-5. 6-5.
I heard somebody mention peel. I don't think I'd be peeling this situation. The red one's not too dangerous for you. You should be able to get around and get at whatever you want. You've already got a buried rock here.
91.
You either come around top 8 like they're doing, or freeze to that back one, or even tap it a little bit.
Got a lot of weight, Heather. Yeah. Really deep.
Like through, we're through. Can we chip it and roll off? I'm trying. Yep.
Is there a plan B here? There is. There's that little chip.
Go.
And the roll to the edge of the 4. So sitting 2, Alberta.
That was a 13.
And they do have the last rock here in 6.
10. Yep.
Well, that rock was lost if they hadn't made some sort of plan B out of it.
Ideally, you tick that even thinner and leave yours behind the guard, but at least they got them the same distance from the tee line, so there's no double.
No. It's trying. We're not rolling in. Just leave it, Jack. Come on. Okay.
9-7.
In some games, the release is really crisp. For Sasha and Daleen in this game, they're giving that little in-out in a spot where you just can't. It's not that they're that far off, but that slight movement of the hand means it's not coming back for their skip.
Go back. Nice and clean here. Right up the stick.
A nose hit will set up a double for British Columbia.
Wow.
10.5.
From the 60% that we saw for Sasha Carter to Beth Iskew at 90%.
To Linda's point, you don't. Beth has a much softer release, doesn't really pop it, and I think it works well in this type of surface.
10-3.
There's the double though.
7.
Okay.
What weight, Sash? Do you like 9.5?
No, I like a 10. I'll throw you a 10.
Okay.
All right, for those who aren't aware, the difference between 9.5 and a 10 is what?
Well, it's timing hog to hog, and we consider a 9 to 9.5 second shot quite a normal take-it weight. Pretty good speed, and they're trying to pull a little off it to get some curl.
Clean. Yep. Hard.
Oh, goodness, now Sievertson, Armstrong trying to hold it here for them. One over and underneath.
Shoot. Okay, Sash.
Well, I'm not sure that that was enough ice for a normal release. I think after that first one, Kelly maybe cut it down because that is a pretty soft weight, and that was pretty skinny ice.
We do that all the time, don't we? The first one's missed wide, so Kelly tries to help by tightening the ice up, and then the thrower goes, well, I'm not going to miss wide, and 2 wrongs make a wrong.
Let's go, nice and crisp.
I'm tight. 6. But it's okay. It's okay, actually. It's okay.
6. Whoa, line.
Whoa, line.
It's really nice. Whoa, line.
Easy
whoa,
line,
whoa,
Jess.
whoa. 5, 6.
Okay,
6 is good. 6, 7.
Whoa.
7.
You don't want a 7 because you're playing a skip who's only out right now is something like a freeze.
Take it to the back, Heather.
No, it's fine.
How's that ever hooked in there? My.
It's almost buried behind the rock that's nearly on the button.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
There. And try to clip this to here. Like almost like a roll in, eh?
Yep.
I don't think I can throw much more than hack, though. Go 11?
I think 11 should come up
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, I do think there's curl. Daleen, let's go a bit more. 11
Last
and a
time we
half.
saw Kelly save the team with something like that, but there's just too easy a run back here
Trying the
to
double.
take that
What
out.
does it
So
look like?
they're going to give it a try on the double, and if Kelly can get it to the inside, whether there's a guard out here in this position, if Kelly can get to the inside, she might be able to certainly move this one and maybe get lucky off of here. More importantly, roll buried.
I can't believe how much that curled once it came into the rings. Thought it was going to sit somewhere at the back of the button open, and it just went sideways.
Finishes hard. Jess has finished hard when they threw that back line, 11.
The only danger with this is I think that second yellow will spring that red open.
10. No. 11. Close.
And despite that 70%, she's really carried the team in a 3-3 tie.
Keep going.
Got it by. Now, across the face just a little bit. Oh, and then she just stuffed it.
Great shot. Good shot, Cal.
Shot stone appears to be the Alberta stone at the back of the
Pistol,
4.
Cal.
If we roll there, she's coming here to take the hole in.
Keep going on it.
Keep going? I think we want it to curl.
Would she have had to come across that face a little more to make that shot?
Yeah, I'm not even sure it was there to get that back one off the red. Yeah, but good shot, though. It's almost buried.
Just a 6, girls.
And Alberta
6-5.
respecting
You can tuck it around the red.
Kelly's
Great,
drawing ability.
But don't go too deep.
They could tap that out, but they'd roll open.
I got a 14-2 on Beth.
It's quick here.
Yeah, I think it's like 15-2, hey?
Yeah.
I wonder if I need less.
It will finish at the end. Mine finished hard with the
Respecting
9.
Kelly means trying to get this into exactly the right place, top 4.
Okay. Let's go, Heather. Right
So
up
I
the
need
stick.
a 15, hey?
Yeah.
A lot less ice than we saw at the start of the game, isn't it? I know the spot's straighter.
109. Where? Nice. 6. Okay, line's good. Line. 5.
Heather Nedohin's first. She does have last rock here in 6. Uh-oh, somebody's stopwatch has come off the brush. They'll get rid of that quickly. Don't want to burn the stone.
No.
And to the back to sit for shot stone. My goodness, we have seen so much this week people falling around stones. And then watch this, the timer. Little stopwatch on the bottom of the brush, and then you see Jessica Mayer. There, get rid of that. And out comes Hiskey, and they play a little stick handling, and nothing was burned.
They would have liked to have that stop a lot sooner on that draw.
5-2, eh? We're sliding.
4-9, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys, lock it on, eh?
Yep.
So 15, eh? You like
50,
that?
yes.
15's perfect.
We've used this spot quite a bit. It's getting pretty greasy here. It's this ice surface will be warming up a little bit.
Yet another attempt to save the end.
Come right down on the face, right on the corner. Grab the pinhole and take the end away.
Where? We're
8.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's heavy.
Can we clean? We're heavy.
You can-
8 is back 4-foot weight unless it hooks, and we know it does hook in here.
No bounce.
Needs to come right up to the corner and grab the pinhole and sit right there.
Think about those what ifs, Vic. What if you just handed that one to the brushers?
It was
Yeah.
Great
Yeah,
try.
that's about what I
His feet
thought
came
of the
down pretty
hand.
good.
I'm
It just
like,
didn't finish.
And I think that might have been the early speed that it had. Didn't allow it to break as soon.
It's a great view of it there. That long guard we talked about at the start has not come into play because of its length. Soft weight hit here for 2.
Need to get across the nose. Push it back.
Let's go. Nice clean hack here.
Let's go, Hooch. Throw a good one.
And depending if you don't touch that stone at the back of the 4, Russ might be 3.
Nice. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yeah.
Here they go. Mayer, Peters, got to get across the nose. Get across the nose and push it back for a possible 3. Get across the nose, push it back. Ah, there's 2 for sure. Now we're going to have a look. Is it 3 for Alberta? Oh, I'm thinking so. I'm thinking so. But they're going to measure.
It was really never in doubt. Very nice throw by Heather.
Nice throw, buddy.
Could she, Russell? I mean, she got her deuce for sure. Maybe the 3. Could she have gotten a little bit more across the nose to avoid a little bit of a jam there, or did she do as well as she could?
Yeah, because I thought the jam would dislodge that back rock enough, but it looks like it's really close. That was a great throw, though. You had to get it by. 2 is huge.
So they were saying, this is the end we can play the...
We've seen this before, haven't we? From the BC stone to the Alberta stone. There it is! Last night, Alberta got pointed toward a win. Will this be another point? And towards a Scotties title. It's Alberta leading now 6-3 as we welcome you back to this Scotties final. Alberta had a chance for 3 in the second. This time maybe a little easier. Wonderful shot, results in 3 after the measure.
We talked about her emotions. Heather got into the hack, took the deep breath. It's often the thing where you throw too much weight on these shots. She did it beautifully.
This is the shot if you're nervous you're not going to make, and that was just nailed.
They brought out the measuring stick, and another big measure goes Alberta's way. So it's 6-3, as that 3 really does jump off the board. We go to the 7th, and British Columbia will have the last rock playing the Redstones.
Oh, this one's in.
Yeah.
She
didn't throw that much more than she threw the center line the other way.
Wow. Nice clean throw.
Normal.
Just,
Right up here, Lainey.
you can't candy coat it. Russ, you're trying to come back. You need those guards.
That's massive. And we talked about it 2 ends ago where Jackie also rolled out on a hit. I thought the call was too much weight, but she rolled out, and it kind of eliminates an end, to be honest. In theory, that you can't score your deuce here.
9-1.
Might be a little pocket here. Pretty tempting with a 3-point lead to roll that one right out of the rings. You don't really need a lot of yellow in there. We saw what happened 2 ends ago.
Tighter line.
Yeah, it's interesting. If you think about just the big picture, you'd say you don't want any rocks in play. If they have everything go right, we don't make many shots. Probably the most they'll get is a deuce. And yet we see people, because it's not the last end, not want to defend yet. But certainly you don't need extra stones in play in this case.
Alberta was sitting 4 or 5, and Kelly Scott turned it into a deuce 2 ends ago, and that's going to be the plan again.
Whoa! Whoa! Off!
You could brush this and try to get one of your yellows.
Jessica Mayer, and she'll just exchange, and now they're grouped on the edge of the 4. So I come back to what I asked you before, and the problem of strategy, if we can call it that, for Heather Nedohin in letting teams hang around. What does she have to do? She's up by 3 now.
Mine's good.
Well, this game has a totally different feel than the others. Alberta has been playing well, but you know, they didn't have the hammer when they were getting a lot of rocks in the house. So you can't really say they missed their opportunities. They haven't actually made the most of the opportunity without hammer. So at this stage, I'm not sure that Alberta has to do anything much different, except, as I said, not leave too many rocks around for the opponent to use.
And the way BC's playing at the moment, Russ, there's really nothing out of BC to scare Alberta, is there?
That's just it. Not a lot of really great shots being made yet.
Yep, right over, Lainey. Go, Lainey, go. Right out.
So there's when they took all the way out. Nicely played.
We've watched a lot of Alberta this week, and my memory's not as good as it used to be, but I don't remember them missing a peel all week. I haven't seen, I'm sure we haven't watched every shot, obviously. We were watching other games, but they made a lot of peels.
I think going back to the statistic we showed and the comment we made, when Heather got into trouble early with those 3 losses, it was not going to the peel, not going to the bailout shot early enough with Jessica and with Beth. We showed how many hits they played. Most of that happened after those 3 losses, and she realized all I have to do is leave myself a little more room and get out of trouble faster.
Remember the New Brunswick game, the 3 team members for Alberta curled 91%, and Heather was 66, and they lost. And she just left too many hard shots.
We got this right up the stick. Crisp release.
Easy peel.
Whoa.
Clean.
Yep. Right over.
Nicely done.
Boy, that kind of jumped a little bit on us. Good throw.
Pump that a bit, Sash. Okay. Like T-line weight.
So the 2 options are to come to those if you want to use them, or draw around them. And her decision is to play the draw tap.
Then is it a hunch at this point, Russ, when you come in? I know you've missed your opportunity on guard, so
Close for line.
when do you decide to come in?
In this case, this makes a lot of sense right now, and I like Linda's other option, going right around everything. I think it's a little easier shot. If this springs off at all, it's a much easier takeout.
Clean, close. Yep.
Not often you get that little overlap. That's why when the rocks ended up that way, I gave a little ooh.
Great shot. Good, Sash.
You can actually hit that dead on if they want, and it'll go across the top of that other yellow.
I think you can just pick it on the out turn.
What do you like, Beth? Pick it on the out turn? Grab our own? This? Yep. Yeah. And take this, go over top? No, grab the other one. One on T.
This one. Her call,
This one. Yeah. E.
Yeah, I'm not sure they are seeing from the hat the right angle.
Almost nose.
Yeah, you know what? It'll go over top. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, never mind. I like
Beth had a little peek at the screen where the angles show a little better and
rock is this? Your second one?
thinks it's okay.
Yeah. What about just a straight pick? It's tough, maybe.
Nail it. What kind of weight am I throwing? Heel.
One thing they do have to be careful with, I talked about how the team is helpful at times with Heather, but at this stage, things are rolling along pretty nicely, and I think at this point, they should let Heather call these. This is a good shot. This is a good call.
Beth Askew and Heather Nedohin have been together for 5 years. And she said they are the best of buds. And she'll get the back one.
She made it her way.
Nice shooting, buddy.
That's a great shot because it there's now no pocket either, and there's 2 Alberta rocks in the rings.
It is.
Just like call your own damn shots. I like that call. Yeah, you like that call?
She said, she'd say something like they are the Lucy and Ethel together. They just are that kind of tandem.
Still got room. Off if you're bumping. Off for line if you're bumping.
Boy, she's got this weight in her back pocket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, actually, I like that too.
And I like 10.
Okay, looks good.
The crowd here at the NMAX Centrium with some applause for the Alberta champion out of the Saville Sports Centre in Edmonton, leading by 3.
It'll finish a little at hog line.
All right, Heather. Nice,
Okay,
nice
nice
throw here. Let's go, Heather.
That's a good one.
Heather did skip in the year 2000, and Prince George missed the playoffs, went 6 and 5.
10, 9.5.
Clean. Easy.
Clean.
Whoa, oh. Still clean. Whoa, no.
No.
Just easy clean. Whoa, come up a little bit.
Right over them.
On the roll.
Can you count on one hand how many shots Alberta's missed? I mean, they just are.
You need more than your fingers and toes to count the rocks that Kelly Scott has had to draw against.
Yeah, it's true.
It's been
a quarry.
Really tough for her.
Yeah.
This is one of those freezes that we were talking about, Vic. It's nearly, Kelly's going to prove me wrong, but it's nearly impossible to get this on the face good enough and close enough to cause a problem for Alberta. You can't even tap on a roll into there's 2 raises.
Yeah, the overlap that was there earlier that was tempting for you and I was about the best time she had a chance to get behind something that could not be run back.
In there, guys. Off.
Okay,
Let it work. Line's good. Line's real good.
Where?
Yeah, I'd like to go a bit. Yeah, line. Hard line. Hard
Little bump.
line. Little bump. Hard line. Hard. Room. Sit.
Little space. So it's interesting that Heather Nedohin skipped her own team in 2000, missing the playoffs, and that happened to be the last year a home province won the Scotties, and it was Kelly Law and Prince George. Interesting, Marilyn Bodo, no place like home for her, did it twice in Ontario. The legendary Vera Pezer, of course, in Saskatoon, and Mabel DeWare, the retired Senator Mabel DeWare, the only New Brunswick team to win.
Stick here. Right up. Nice 9.
There's a little distance between the rocks. Was not a perfect freeze.
Oh boy. Trying to hold it for her.
Peters, Mayer.
Go, Jess! Go, 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 go.
And enough weight to spill it out the back. And once again, BC and Kelly Scott are going to be facing 3.
Heather is playing very well. This is a great shot. But the whole team is playing so well that although she's making wonderful shots, the pressure is not quite as intense as it might be. Like you look at Kelly Scott, the pressure is intense.
No more than right now.
Just a little wider.
Back 8 even? Really?
Yeah, it's sliding pretty good here.
Okay.
With that hit and roll, it's just the cold button available for Kelly.
Final stone here in 7. Down by 3.
7, just a clean.
Line's good for team.
Line is moving.
And you can bet these brushes are down now and a little bit more of a scrub after they lost that.
Put it on the tee.
1 in 4.
You're almost up to the yellow.
All right.
Even.
Great. No, you're not at the yellow yet.
Need the button. Need the pin. Need the button. Gotta hang around just in time. BC will get their single.
That was a great shot.
Bill McKenzie applauding his daughter, keeping his BC team in it.
Okay.
The champion of this year's Scotties, of course, will pick up their trophies, their jewelry, and a championship banner to hang in their club. And what they'll also get is a big maple leaf to wear on their back. At the Ford World Women's Curling Championship to be played in Lethbridge, March 17th through the 25th, here is the field. Familiar names such as Bingu Wang and Andrea Schopp. We'll also see Eve Muirhead from Scotland. Miriam Ott won the Swiss Championship yesterday, and Alison Pottinger, who now makes her home in the United States, will once again represent the U.S. Our coverage begins March the 17th from Lethbridge.
Run it tight, guys. 3. Yeah, we've got to go a bit for 3.
Well, I think we all agree here, if it wasn't for the tremendous shot making of Kelly Scott, the number of stones that she has faced, we may have been shaking already. It's 6-4, and Alberta leads, and once again they do have the last rock. Alberta with the hammer playing the Yellowstones here in 8.
There's no doubt about it. Kelly Scott has to go for a steal. That's why the 2 guards are out in front. A little unfortunate that they couldn't get them lined up a bit better. That one didn't want to finish in behind. Lady Peters' first one is in the 4-foot, so now Heather's trying to block the path towards that rock.
All the way. 4. Go. Go, 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 go. Make it good. Go, 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 go. Go, Jeff. Go. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Yep. Nice try. 16.
This Alberta team's worked extensively in the offseason on their training, and it paid off right there. That looked short all day.
Clean. 5. Yeah, yep. You can go. Yep.
Gotta go line.
Hard line.
Hard line.
Hard. Line's good. Got room. Keep it coming. Top 4, guys.
Line's getting really good.
Line's good. You still have line. Top 4.
Ooh, you're deep.
Whoa.
Sit down.
Whoa.
Sit down. Sit.
Good shot, Daleen.
5-2.
4-9? 5-2, so that's the same as that.
Yep.
Chance to get both here if they're staggered a little bit.
Heel. Close. Yep. Hard.
Jessica Mayer.
Hard.
Okay. Man. It's all for you, Jessica.
I was busy sweeping mine.
What a great shot. It is a beautiful shot. The only thing about the whole setup is, we'll say one more time, those leads rocks for BC didn't get in the right spot. If they were one dead behind the other, those kind of peels are much tougher.
Jackie! Shoot her, Jackie.
Get out.
You don't? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
10.
Okay. Let's go. Straight up here.
It's fantastic to have opened it up the way she did.
10. Firm. 9.5. Close. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
No.
No. Come up.
Go, Jess.
No,
Go.
Lady.
Yep. Okay. Sorry, I thought that was all the way out. 10.
Or nose it, Sash. Whatever. I don't mind nosing right now. 9. Clean. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yeah. Shoot her, Jackie. Go.
Stuffed
Good
it on
throw,
the
Sash.
tee line, 12 foot. Shooter rolls over. Top 8.
Let's go, Beth.
This is one of those times for Kelly Scott. She's trying to figure out what to do after an amazing shot by Jessica.
10.
You do still have a guard out in front. You could still try to utilize that.
10.5. Yep. Easy.
Oh.
No.
Great. Oh.
10-1. You might go a little bit.
Yep. Go, lady.
Easy.
Ooh, I was going to have a good sweep.
Well, it's exactly, when you look at the numbers, this is where your attention is drawn.
It is because of the difference between the two players. Beth Iskew following the front two, who have been fantastic and posting big numbers of 89%. And Sasha Carter, there have been struggles in front of her, but she also has been that little bit off the mark. Not like what we saw in round robin in the first playoff game.
Solid, isn't it?
The player numbers are brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Other way? No. Jackie, your way. Get out. Way to go, Sash.
Nice double. They had to have that. They could not give up another deuce.
I guess we just have to keep it not exactly the plan, but...
Chris, you bet. Wait, nice.
There you go, Kelly there. Don't forget, they did get a deuce this game, but also don't forget it came on a relatively simple mistake by Alberta. They haven't had any ends set up so far in this game. So you're standing there looking at that scoreboard and saying, well, yeah, we could give up one here maybe, and yeah, we could go for a 2, but nothing's happened in that way so far in this game.
Not at all. The only deuce for BC was Kelly was drawing against 4, or hitting against 4 with her first rock. Managed to force one mistake out of Heather. Doesn't quite get there. So not only do you win a Canadian championship, but you do get some support, such as Sport Canada to the tune of $144,000. Linda,
all for the purposes of training. You get the additional because you're going to be appearing and representing the country. You get some money for your cresting from Own the Podium, now headed by the former Ontario champion Anne Merklinger, who happens to be here today. 40,000, and then invitations to the, of course, the World Women's Championship, Canada Cup, and the Continental Cup. So there's a lot at stake and a lot going to the winner of this year's Scotties.
It is really nice to see the top teams in our country get supported by the programs that are in place, and definitely whoever wins this, both these teams train very hard year-round, and it's nice to see them get support to continue with that. Little hit and roll here.
And it'll pop out the other side.
Shoot. Okay. And a flop there.
Shoot, that came across hard.
Did. 9-8.
Especially when we're playing the other one. Holy Toledo.
Same weight, guys. Just a 10.
Just finished hard across the line. Well, I could have had them on it. I could have had them off of it till the very, like...
Daleen, it's kind of edge to edge. Let's go 10.5.
Final stone for BC and Kelly Scott here in 8.
Off. Clean. Whoa. Okay, whoa now. Anything you can.
No, it's going to sit right there. So Alberta will try to get out of this now, looking for the blank to carry the last rock to 9, up by 2.
Just, well, 1 second. Like, are you... Because then we have hammering iron, we still keep control, right?
I know, but I don't mind being from you. I'm the opposite of you.
Okay.
That's a great summary of the situation between Beth and Heather.
Oh, I do too. Okay,
one thinking of sticking for one and one thinking of blanking, and there was the comment, I'm the opposite of you, and we've heard some opposite opinions from those two curlers.
Doesn't matter.
We're mixed.
What is the plan?
We're taking one.
Okay, what are we
So
doing?
they're going to take the 1.
Yeah, theory being that
a little more.
you only face 1 guard the next end instead of 2, but
Okay, let's go, Hooch.
I'm a little old school on this. You get into trouble, it'd be kind of nice to have that last rock.
Yep. Whoa! Whoa! Right off!
Peters and Mayer now just backing off.
Yep. Clean.
Good.
Skipper wanted to take 1, and she does. Alberta takes the single. They're up by 3. The last rock, though, belongs to BC. It's time now for the M&M Meat Shops Final End Challenge. After the game, go to finalend.ca. Enter the secret word for a chance to win a trip for 2 to see the 2013 World Junior Curling Championship in Sochi, Russia. The first 100 entries will have a chance to win a $50 M&M gift card, and all participants will get an M&M discount. We'll give you the secret word shortly. The M&M Meat Shops Final End Challenge. Accompanied by Corporal Mike Newman on the left from the Red Deer City RCMP, and on the right, Constable Marty Reed from Sylvan Lake RCMP. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts trophy being carried in. Both these skips have their names on it already. And now it's Alberta in control with 2 to play, up by 3, electing to take the single, give up the hammer. So that belongs to BC. They have the last rock, playing the Red Stones here in 9.
Looked like quite a bit at the end.
Whoa. She said not.
Whoa,
girl. We're okay.
Trying to curl. Yep. Finish it over. Good one, Jackie.
you find that track nice? Don't you think?
Yeah.
That center line?
Yeah. Sorry, Jackie.
Well, Kelly Scott, of course, in 2006, and then again in 2007 as Team Canada back-to-back
I wish we would have put that in.
championships. And of course, Heather Godberson, before she was married. Now Heather Nedohin.
Yeah.
Even them up.
Yeah. Skating.
Line's holding still. It's trying.
It's desperate times for BC here. They need guards. They have to try and figure out how to prevent this Alberta team from making those run backs and great shots they've made so far. And at least get a deuce.
Taking this single is not what most teams would do. It's not wrong. It's different. I think I would have blanked for sure. If you score one here, you're 3 up coming home, which is better than 3 up right now. Kelly Scott gets 2 now, gets to throw 2 guards in the 10th. Can actually make this go to an extra end in theory, but I think what Heather was thinking, Linda, was without Hammer, there's only 1 guard up before you can start peeling, and she feels she is pretty safe here, not giving up more than 2.
We don't see it very often. I would have blanked as well, but the team seemed to all agree, and that's the important thing. Once she got down to the hack, they all agreed. Not at the moment it was happening.
Laney's first shot was interesting. It looked a little deep, so they got on it right away, swept it right through the rings, and now they have the advantage of peeling in either direction and playing what I call the short peel, where you don't have to roll your shooter quite as far.
Nicely done. Way to go.
Maybe starting to find their draw weight, this BC team, especially the front end, but a little too late. I have been so impressed, as I'm sure you have, by Alberta second Jessica Mayer.
And it's a rookie, so in the final you think, well, will she be nervous? But she's making fantastic shots, giving her skip a really clean throw on all of the releases. It's a very calm, composed Alberta team. Things can still turn around for BC, but they will be disappointed because they came out in the 1-2 game and played so well. They do work with a sports psychologist and talk to him on the phone before games and feel that it gives them a real edge. But today they have not brought their best.
6-6. Good.
Atta girl.
6-6. Let me throw the other one.
Nope, I like this one. Do you want to try the double, Beth? It's up to you. It's there.
If it's there, we should try it.
Okay. Peel.
Just peel back.
Let's
right
go,
up
Beth.
here. Clean throw here.
Nice and crisp.
You got this.
3 quarters would be really close to making both.
Right out of her hand. Lainey Peters, Jessica Mayer. Going to get one, roll it over, going to get the, no, just pushes it aside. Shooter will spill into the top 12.
Just a great shot, though, really. The only way you make that, throw it harder.
Okay.
So it's quick, eh?
Quick, yeah.
Well, there's the respect being shown the Alberta team. You could draw, the simpler draw is around the yellow rock and use it as your guard. Draw deep to try and give more distance in case they try to run it back. But BC is trying to go through the hole between the yellow and the red and use the red guard.
10.
Do you want a bump?
10.
10. Yeah, close. Clean it. Yep.
10.
Whoa.
Close.
Stay down.
A 10 would be
Stay
back
down.
line.
Whoa.
Close.
Yep. Yep.
So we say all week this has been quick.
I'll take this.
And now the rub
Okay, good call.
hangs on the edge.
Struggling with that spot still. It's so quick there. You heard Sasha say it's really quick here, isn't it? And still overthrew it.
Let's go, Bethy, right up here. Let's go, Beth. Just release here. Let's go.
Well, you lose the advantage of that yellow one top 12 as well. They were hoping to use both if they could. And it gets chipped into the forefoot.
9. Yep, gotta go. Hard, you gotta go. Hard. Hard. Whoa, 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 Lainey.
Just a terrific team today, Alberta. All four.
Just go, buddy. Nicely done.
A lot of bunnies. Just teething.
So with that great shot where the guards went away and then the mistake by Sasha, you're now back to trying to generate extra points by playing freezes in the forefoot. Very difficult.
4.
Keep it coming. Line's good. Got room. 5. Wait only. You can be off. Whoa, line.
Whoa, line.
Coming nice.
Wait's really good.
No, we still got room. Still got room.
Whoa, line.
Still got room. Still room. Nicely done, Sash.
Great shot.
5-5.
Yeah, it's that quick.
That's where the freeze can work, Vic, because if this is hit too thick, it'll spring right across and stick on that other yellow, possibly. Heather's going to have to hit it pretty thin.
Just an easy pill. Just picking the front. Okay.
All right, Heather, nice clean peel here, right up the stick. Nice and clean throw here, Hooch. Let's go.
Peel. Yep. Easy.
Heather Nedohin, her first.
Easy.
BC does have last rock.
Yep. Yep. Yes. Yep.
Going to spring it. Off the back, off the back, off the back, and out the back. David Nedohin is there.
That was a little scary.
Beth Hiskew's
That was gonna.
husband Blaine.
I thought that was going flying easier.
I thought that was.
It's a great view of the brushers. We've talked about how strong they are. They've changed sides. They're into the closed stance. They get lots of pressure. When you're having that fine a shot, as you can see, the Alberta group, David Nedohin leading the charge with the clapping. Appreciate that shot. A lot of Heather shots are made because of that little bit difference you can make with that kind of pressure.
Any thicker, that jams.
So now you're down to one rock in the 8-foot for an angle freeze.
And over the course of the week, Russ, you've said, and Linda, a couple of times how difficult these are just because of the amount of curl.
8. No, no. 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 Still 8.
Yeah.
No.
Curl and weight don't look that good with this one.
No, you're by it.
Go, Beth, go, Beth, go!
Oh, dear.
Go, Beth, go!
And out the back. Not their day. BC.
They just take forever to get off center, ain't a curl?
I know, they don't
That's
slow.
the difference, yeah.
Spots fooled so many people all week.
We talked very early about the emotion and the emotional Heather Nedohin. But after that last shot here, Linda, watch her as she settles herself, deep breath, drink of water, and just get back in the moment.
She's done a very good job with it.
Clean throw here.
And on the other plus side, her team in front of her has kept the pressure off her in this big game.
Whoops. And crowd yelling and cheering on Alberta, and now a cheer for BC, but it unsettles Heather Nedohin for the moment.
It's a huge shot. Just sit 2 here. Kelly almost has to take the single.
Line's fine. Make it good. Make it good. Looks great. Make it good. All you, ladies. All you. Go, go, go. Right, girls. 15. Go. 15-4. Go.
To sit 2. You think this crowd believes that Alberta's on the way to a Scotties title?
Okay, that was a mental.
Good job taking your time.
Look at her. How tight is that band?
Okay. Let's go, Cal.
You like a hair more?
Sure.
Yeah. Clean. Yeah. Hard. To it. Clean.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
She get this going a little bit now.
Yeah, right to it.
Armstrong, Carter, right to it. Oh, nice save by Armstrong and Carter to pick up 1. BC is down. Alberta is 1 end away from a Scotties championship. Time now for the M&M Meat Shop's Final End Challenge, and the secret word is dessert. So after the game, go to finalend.ca, enter the secret word dessert for a chance to win a trip for 2 to see the 2013 World Junior Curling Championship in Sochi, Russia. Welcome back. 7-5. BC making the hit against a couple for the single in 9. And so Alberta up by 2. Also have the last rock. And Heather Nedohin between ends talking to the team and again saying just give us 8 terrific shots.
Well, part of the reason you see Heather taking a deep breath, it's to calm herself, but it's also to prevent outcome thinking. When you're playing this well, have had control of this game the whole way, you're starting to think ahead in your brain, and you have to turn that off and just throw the rock. And she's done it great. Fantastic job by all 4 players in turning off that thinking and just performing great shots.
Showing a lot of confidence in Laney, and rightly so. That rock could have been in a lot of bad spots with a 2-point lead.
BC looking for 2 guards out in front.
Keep it coming, guys. Okay, you're by. Weight only now.
Yeah, we're getting close to 3.
Okay, you can keep it bending. Keep it bending. Keep it curling. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Good, Jackie.
Had a girl.
So 1 in and then the tick.
Okay, right up, Lainey.
Yeah.
Like you can.
I think we saw this too in the 3-4 game, did we not? We wondered why you wouldn't tick right off the bat.
Because she made the tick perfectly after the draw. That's what we said.
Okay.
If you know it's going to be made, you'd call it every time.
Can we go into the other red? Yeah! Yeah!
Trying to come across, and they do go into the other red. And that one will go out of play. So now you have to back everything up.
Yeah, this goes back.
It goes back.
So that one was there.
Oh, just wait, that's where it hit.
Yeah.
She kind of nosed it, didn't she? Nosed it back onto the red.
It's really firm because I shot
can I
the
have
second
the-
one over.
So now they'll ask the official who will bring out their magnetic board. They do track all the shots on their scoring board.
It looks about right to me.
Does it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
A little firm.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Everyone's happy.
Move that back forward, Daleen.
Nice job by the
Okay.
officials. They've had some tough, difficult measurements,
Back 8,
important
please.
measurements, and they've handled them well.
If you have any chance of setting up this steal, this shot has to be made, and it's not easy. They want to free up that front of the forefoot area, so this is a tap on a swingy spot.
Room now. Close. Yeah. Clean. Room. Clean. You got enough weight, guys?
No, we got lots of weight.
Okay.
9.
Oh, then no.
Okay, looks good.
Curl up.
Very nice, Daleen.
Pushes the Alberta stone to the back edge of the floor. It is the shot stone.
The straight peel,
Alberta
Jess.
with last
On the
roll.
one? Yeah, just on the top.
Okay.
Or do you want to try this? My concern is that could get messy.
Okay, that's fine. One's
Straight
good.
peel.
All right. Let's go, Jess. Straight up.
A lot of cases in these type of ends. BC can sit 3 at the end of all this. They peel one here, you come around again, they peel the other.
Whoa.
Can we clean?
No, not yet.
You can clean. You can clean.
Yeah. Nicely done, Jess.
Yeah.
Still one.
This does give BC a chance to put the guards where they wanted them actually to start and didn't get them, and that was a long one and one tight to the rings and one in front of the other as opposed to a stagger. Talk about pressure, though. This is supposed to be just over the hog line.
Okay.
For Daleen Sievertson.
Looks good, guys. Looks like you're over.
Nice shot, girl.
Way to go, Daleen. Atta girl.
Impressive week for Daleen.
What do you like?
It's a great shot, girl.
I like straight peel.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
Peel. Yep. Whoa. Clean it.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean, clean, clean. Nice pair, Jess. Good.
You want the lightweight that I gave you on my freeze last ending? Yes. It was great weight, yeah. I'll get out to him.
They're going in, trying to make Heather shots a little more difficult. Set up some angles potentially on the ones they're running in or running out.
7, 8.
Keep it clean down. Do you want the yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still got room.
No.
Close. Yeah, for yellow. Yep. Yep. Hard. Line's good. Hard. Got room. Room. Clean only.
Just freeze.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Sasha
Yep.
Carter.
Should I take it?
And a little bump.
Good, Sash.
Call, Cal. All right, Beth. Nice and clean here. Crisp
Yep.
release.
Okay.
Let's go, Bethy. Right up. Let's go. You got her. You got this. Right up the stick here. Nice and crisp.
Once they know they're rolling out, they'll try really hard to make the double here.
This can go a long way to handing the trophy to Alberta, this kind of shot.
Peel. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Once more, Marin Peters, as they've done so well.
Atta girl.
How's that? And out the side.
That is fantastic. Just one more calm throw from a great third.
What a huge shot that is.
And a front end that can control the stone with their brushing.
Good sweep. And those are thin angles. Great call by Heather. Staying cool herself as she watches the angle. Yeah, it's made.
It stays in the rings and you alternate shots. Kelly taps that back, sits 3, and you're hitting against 3 or drawing against 3.
Short. We want it short.
Great double.
It's a 3.
I don't mind a bite. Can get a biter.
You want a biter?
I think we're a
Yeah,
biter
get
now.
a bite.
We're biting.
We're already in there.
Okay. Okay, Sash.
Good, Sash.
I'm gonna bite my
Tempter to run it or something.
Same turn. Yep. Hey, peel.
Let's go, Beth. Straight peel here.
Straight up, Bethy, nice and crisp.
Have to have the same focus on this one. The first one was tough, and sometimes those are the ones you really zero in on. This is a straight peel. Equally important.
And gone. For Kelly Scott, how difficult it must be in her third straight Scotties appearance representing British Columbia. She lost a tiebreaker in 10 and then lost the 3-4 game last year. And now in danger, of course, of losing this. And her husband, Chad.
I think it's
there's Nash.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm timing high.
Yeah.
A little too tired to watch, Mum.
But his T-shirt is right. Mom's got game, even though this game has been difficult. She's made some huge shots.
Been incredible all week.
I think she's at 3-4.
Okay, well done.
Same as me.
Whoa, line's okay.
Don't need to go for line, guys.
Whoa.
Just a clean. Whoa line.
Just need it to sit now.
Yeah,
Whoa
we're not
line.
in. Just a
Whoa
2.5.
line. Whoa line.
Whoa,
Whoa
whoa.
line.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Maybe
Whoa.
be in now. Are you in? Okay.
Take Cal.
Okay. So just a lock freeze, I think.
See how important that double was by Beth Iskew.
As the crowd senses now a championship for Alberta.
Right up the stick here, Heather. Nice peel.
Hair more.
BC
right,
and
let's go.
Kelly Scott contemplating what they might do with their last shot.
Can you hit that goobie right there? Thank you.
Perfect. One left, and BC has got to make it count, and the shot stone in the four.
Hard to get out, eh?
Yep.
Okay. Timeout, please.
So timeout being called by Kelly Scott.
I'm kind of thinking out turn at it.
Okay.
Easier line to call, don't you think?
This
So
intern
that
does
one when
kind
we
of
got
swoop
right
a
to
bit.
center was here.
Jerry Richard.
You know, like at the end.
Yeah.
Almost knows
Probably
HR.
easier line.
Canadian
Trying to
world
keep the
champion.
angle onto the back one spot all
It's still the same, like
Yeah, just lock it on there. And
I think if anything, it's even gotten quicker in the last.
Yeah, this looks good.
And happy birthday to Jerry Richard. A knowledgeable and appreciative crowd here in Red Deer all week long. Second visit to Red Deer for the Scotties.
It'll take its time getting up there, but I think
Okay.
it will.
You've talked, Russ, about how difficult freezes are. First of all, it's a difficult throw, and now you have to have the perfect angle not to leave Heather a shot for the win.
The final stone for BC. And Kelly Scott
Line's good. Line's good.
Not moving yet, guys.
needs to be right on the nose. The perfect
Right to
freeze.
it. Lock it on, you
Possible
Jeffrey.
Scotties saving freeze. Armstrong and Carter. How tough is this? How big is this? For the two-time champion. Oh, she's just going to come up a little short.
The crowd here at the NMAX Centrium will celebrate before the final throw. And now
Easy peel.
they'll go quiet.
Right up the stick here. All right, Mitch. Like you can. Let's go. Oh. Nice throw here.
I really like it.
And a hush will come over the crowd. Final stone.
Easy. Easy.
Just a clean.
Easy.
By Mayer and Peters and Beth Iskew calling line. Heather Nedohin. And with that, Alberta are Canadian Scotties champions. Heather Nedohin could show all the emotion she wants now. Don't need to control anything. They are the Canadian champions. Make the final. Alberta 7, BC 6.
The 2012 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Scotties, proud supporter of women's curling for over 30 years. The 2012 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Ford, official automotive partner of the Canadian Curling Association. By M&M Meat Chops, hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle. And by Roll Up the Rim to Win. It's time for Tim's.
Heather Nedohin managed to keep it all under control, even with the final shot for the win. Heather Nedohin, Alberta are the Scotties champions, and Heather's with Brian.
A very excited Heather Nedohin. Heather, it was 14 years ago you won a national title as a third, and now you win one as a skip. What does it mean to do it here in Alberta with this teammates that you have here?
I'm just so proud of my team. They played stellar all week, and I'm just so proud that we could keep the flow and the momentum going, and I feel inside like I'm about to burst, so things are great.
You took that 3 and 6 and never looked back. Why were you guys so good with the lead this week?
I think I have a pretty damn good front end, and we held our composure, and we just kept going with it, just trusting and believing in ourselves.
And now thoughts, Worlds here in Alberta as we get run over by the band. Thoughts on Worlds in Alberta now. You get to represent your country at home here.
You know what? When we were a junior, we did the same thing. We stayed within the province. All I can say is I hope this crowd comes and joins us. You know, it was electrifying, and now I'm red and white, so yeehaw.
Heather, congratulations and enjoy it.
Oh, we will.
Yes!
Boy, and Red Deer has been very good to Heather Nedohin. Won her Canadian Junior Championship here, now wins a Canadian Women's Curling Championship. She is the Scotties champion, Alberta. The walk that every curler hopes to make one day, from Lainey Peters to Jessica Mayer, Beth Iskew, Heather Nedohin, their fifth player, Amy Nixon, and coach Daryl Horn. Now off to the Ford Women's Worlds in Lethbridge, March 17th. To step up to the highest podium, joined now by bronze medal winners Manitoba,
ladies and gentlemen, please
and silver medal winners British
Vice
Columbia.
President and COO of Kruger Products Limited, to bring greetings and congratulations from Kruger. Ladies and gentlemen, Mario Goslin.
Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. On behalf of all of us at Kruger Products, I would like to congratulate Team Alberta. Our new team, Team Canada 2012. It has been a wonderful week with terrific curling and shot making. We would like to extend our gratitude to all the curlers for providing us with so many exciting moments at this year's Scotties Tournament of Hearts. As a Canadian company, we're really proud to support our female curlers as they strive to achieve their goals and to showcase their talents to the world. We really look forward to cheering on Team Canada at the 2012 Ford World Women's Championship in Lethbridge, Alberta. We'd also like to congratulate the Canadian Curling Association, our partner for the past 31 years, on yet another outstanding Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Our sincere thanks to the City of Red Deer for its warm welcome, and also to the host committee chair, Sherry Rickman, along with her dedicated executive committee, and the hundreds of volunteers whose passion and commitment made these Canadian Championships possible. You really gave all your energy and all your heart to make this event an unforgettable success. To the fans, your continued support and loyalty to our products, it's more than appreciated. Thank you very much, everybody, for sharing your spirit and passion for the game of curling with us. Merci beaucoup, everybody.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Mario Goslin will present the Keeper trophies and jewelry, while Laura Lachansky of the CCA board presents bronze medals to our bronze medal team, Team Manitoba.
Mr. Goslin from Kruger has been a great supporter of the game, Linda, and he is retiring, or about to retire, and so we wish him all the very best as he presents the bronze medals to Team Manitoba, the best all week, but in the key games, they came up with some flat performances.
They did. When you look at those three teams, great all week, but Alberta, what a turnaround from the start of the week, and their best performances in the playoffs, exactly when you want to do it. 2
wins, 3 losses right off the bat. It's hard to believe they were even going to get in the playoffs for a while. Turned it around, won 8 of their last 9 games. And the 3 teams up there, along with Quebec, we had great representation this year.
2 of their 4 losses total came to Team Alberta. Now Team BC of the Kelowna Curling Club. Again, it's the unfortunate part of coming up flat, a poor performance at a critical time.
And it's something they train for. They work hard on their mental skills, but it just wasn't there today. Although Kelly Scott, you have to say, continued a remarkable run all week, made great shots today, tried to keep the team in it, but she just couldn't do it all.
She drew against so much. Granted, it wasn't funny, and a great performance all week. The sickness didn't help, obviously, for the team, but sometimes the opponent doesn't cooperate. Alberta was good.
Kelly Scott tried to carry them, but just couldn't in this championship final. So for Daryl Horn, who coached Heather and Kathy King to that championship back in '98, along with his wife, Kate. Amy Nixon, now a fifth player. Of course, we know Amy is a bronze medalist in 2006 with Shannon Clybrink, a very valuable fifth player. For Beth Askew and Lainey Peters, who have represented Nova Scotia before, well, now they are champions here in Alberta. She said, I went away for a while. Life got in the way. Family.
Team Alberta.
But Heather Nedohin is back now. And she is the Canadian champion. Beth Askew, Jessica Mayer, Lainey Peters, Amy Nixon, Daryl Horn out of the Saville Sports Center in Edmonton. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and we'll get hands to the playing of the national anthem. Please welcome the Red Deer Royals.
And now they'll move on to Lethbridge and wear the maple leaf at the Ford Women's Worlds as we leave here in Red Deer, and we leave with wonderful memories of a tremendous Scotties. They were 12 teams with 12 different stories to tell. For Prince Edward Island's Kim Dolan, it was the end of a career. She played her 100th and final Scotties game. Ontario's Tracy Horgan was at the other end of the spectrum. It was her team's first trip to the Scotties. Their rookie debut, definitely entertaining. For a while it seemed that New Brunswick would make the playoffs, but they couldn't find their game when it mattered the most. For the first time since 1998, two teams from Saskatchewan were on hand, and as you would expect, their fans made the trip in both red and green. Marie-France LaRouche arrived with a new team and charged all the way to the playoffs, and in the end settled for fourth place. And Jennifer Jones finally missed a gold medal game, her first since 2007. Her talented team would have to settle for bronze, but seemed to still have a lot of fun along the way. In fact, win or lose, it really was a good time for all. The joys of playing the game you love alongside your best friends was on full display. Not everyone can be number one, but they can all try again soon. Next year's Scotties in Kingston is less than 12 months away. The walk of a champion, the walk of a championship team. Alberta and Heather Nedohin from Edmonton here on the center sheet at the
NMAX Centrium here in Red Deer, which leads us to the game story, Linda.
Well, it's a close score, yes. Close game, no. It was all Alberta. Big 3 and 6, but more importantly, the BC Skip in 2 ends drew against 7 Alberta Stones. And it was a big difference at that third position. Beth Iskew, really the whole Alberta team, great champions.
The game story brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle. It happens, doesn't it? It happens, Russ, that you come out as prepared as you think you should be or think you are, and you come out flat. And Kelly Scott had a flat team for the most part.
They did, and it's such a shame because they worked uphill the whole week with the injuries and the sickness, and they played so well. They get in that 1-2 game. It was one of the best games I've ever seen, but just couldn't repeat it today.
And when you talk about this Alberta side, we were thinking about the emotional Skip, but my goodness, as she said to Brian, she has a wonderful team in front of her, and they give her lots of confidence, and they make a lot of shots.
Well, they did make a ton of shots, but if you watch the development of that team and Heather Nedohin as a leader, the emotions are now a little bit in check, and it's working so beautifully.
So the last team has been fielded for the Ford Women's Worlds in Lethbridge to begin March the 17th on TSN. Heather Nedohin will go back to the Worlds, along with familiar names such as Bingyu Wang and Andrea Shaw. We'll also see Eve Muirhead, and we'll see Miriam Ott from Switzerland, who just won her spot at the Worlds yesterday. So are you ready? We're just going to move, I guess, it would be a little east. We're going into Saskatchewan. We'll be in Saskatoon. And beginning next Saturday, our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier. It's been a wonderful week. To the chairman of the organizing committee, our sincere thanks for making us feel so welcome. Thank you, Red Deer, from all of us at TSN. And may I say on behalf of Linda, Russ, Brian, thank you to our crew for always making it so easy for us. Their hard work shows on the air. And now, on behalf of everyone, thank you for joining us. The Scotties is on Canada's sports leader, TSN.